Whoa, buddy. Welcome to the Kiwi Casino, episode 2. Now, somebody told me on the last episode that they like to listen to Josh's show to go to sleep, and that PPP's yelling and screaming was not conducive to that. So we're going to do a chill show. No. Whoa, buddy! It's the G-tacular! We're talking about if it's brown, you better flush it fucking
We're
down.
sending PPP to fucking prison.
Yeah, buddy, I'm going to jail today because I live in fucking Canada. I'm in danger. It's not looking good, folks. My freedoms are under attack.
Have you ever been in like a fight with these guys? Have you ever been called like a Maleka, like in real life?
You know what? No, actually, I haven't been called a Maleka. But I did have an Indian cab driver when me and Surfer were drunk coming back from the bar ask to touch our underwear. He was like, sir, please, sir, let me touch your underwear, sir.
Why?
And Surfer's like, what the fuck, buddy? He's like, please, sir, I would pay you $20 to touch your underwear, sir. I'm not even fucking kidding. We told him to get fucked.
Did he look fruity?
But seriously, well, this is what they're like on the down low or something like this. Motherfucking guy really wanted to get into Surfer's pants and touch and sniff his underwear. That's the sort of shit that we're dealing with now.
That's definitely like a front. Like if you said yes, he would have like groped you or something. Like, that's how he gets his foot in the door. It's like once the hand's in the pants, he can just start doing whatever the fuck.
Once he's touched your underwear, it's not going to end there. Are you fucking kidding me, buddy? Holy.
It's like all those women that go to the Taj Mahal and then like Indians like, oh, can I take a picture with your mom? And then they do, and then they're like docs and they're like we're married.
Girls. Yeah. Oh, you want to take oh sure, I guess. We'll take a picture. That'll be $100. No,
not even. You don't know this? They will ask women to take pictures with them so they can put on their Facebook or whatever, their poo book, that they are in they're married to a white woman. Yeah, like whatever social media. You don't know this?
You'd figure they just AI it by now. You know what I'm saying?
They do, but they will walk up to random women, especially in India, and they'll like, can we take a picture together? I've never seen like a white person before. And then like some of them, there's Facebook posts where like, my life is ruined. My boyfriend thinks I'm cheating because this guy has pictures of us together, and they're saying that we're married and shit. Yeah, it's a thing. If you're a woman listening to this, never, ever, ever consent to being in a photo with an Indian ever for any reason.
Never consent to them being within 10 feet of you. Or else your fucking vagina, Bob's vagine, may be redeemed there, sir. Don't fucking do it. It's a trap. Holy. Josh, you wanted to start off with your experience with Indians. Because a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there were no fucking Indians. There were none.
I had never seen an Indian person until I returned to the United States. So even throughout my trip in the U.S., actually, that's a lie. There was one time when I was in Australia, I had curry for the first time at the request of my friend. There was a curry store, and I had vindaloo, and it was very good. It was extremely spicy and was not good for your bowels, but it was extremely good. And then I never saw another Indian again until I returned to the United States. And when I touched down in Dulles Airport, which is right next to D.C., I had to wait for my luggage, and I was there for like 2 or 3 hours. And during that time, I saw at least 10,000 Indians, like just like Pakistani, Indian, Bangladeshis, whatever the fuck, Sri Lankans, just like a mob of them constantly coming out of international, taking group photos. They all had their weird ethnic garbs and stuff. And first week back in the U.S., I was so sick, I could not leave my hotel in DC. I was like actually in cold sweat, sleeping 16 hours at a time, waking up.
The Jeep flu, buddy?
Literally, I whatever the fuck, I was like an Indian, like a Native American Indian being exposed.
Hit with the smallpox.
Yeah, like just not prepared for this. So I was to the point where I was afraid of like, needing to call a hospital.
Were they running the fucking luggage belt? It took 3 hours to get your fucking luggage. I've never experienced such a thing.
They had to put it on a different flight because they fucked it up in Europe. They threw the bags, and I had to wait. So and
Do
it was
they
an
have Indians in Europe now?
um
Or was
well,
it blacks that messed that one up,
I think my
Josh?
flight went from like Serbia to Istanbul to DC, so it was the Turks' fault.
Turks,
Yeah, it
Turk
was
Roach
Hassan's
fault.
family fucked it up for me.
Mm, I'm sure we
Um,
could find some way to blame the Jews also. They probably own the airline or something.
I'm sure they run doulas. It's their fault too. They hired all the Indians there.
Fucking Gabe.
And then
Anyway.
the checkout guy, he had a Nepalese like flag pin on his thing, and I don't know. I'm hesitant to call Nepal part of India because the Nepalese seem like the least shitty Indian subculture, at least that I can tell. So, and I
Are they
asked,
really Indian? They're like, I don't know. I thought they were like Asian Eskimos or something.
the Nepalese and the Bhutanese, they're two little shitty countries that are stuck between Tibet and India, and it's like a
Yeah.
mixture. It's like a weird mixture. They're not quite. They're very poor. Nepal is an extremely poor country, but they're
Yeah.
ethnically distinct, and the British had
I
more
know.
respect for them because
They
the
have
British.
Gurkhas and Sherpas, is my understanding of Nepal. They had like the Gurkha warrior class. You have two passes in Nepalese, or three really. You can either be a Sherpa and guide fat white people up Mount Everest. You can be a Gurkha and fight it in the military, or you can move to Toronto and open a Nepalese restaurant
Is that a
that
thing?
everybody. Bro, you have no idea how fucked it is in Canada.
I would bet you my fucking life that there's not a single Nepalese restaurant in Toronto ran by a Nepalese person. When I was in Australia, I had my roommate was a Chinese guy, so he took me to like real Chinese places. We went to Chinatown that didn't have menus in English, and we got pho or fa if you're pretentious, and it had organ meat in it, tripe and stuff, and I love it. I loved it so much, and I've tried desperately to find white tripe in pho ever since, and it's extremely hard because white people don't eat that shit. So you have to go to like real.
Just to unpack this, notorious racist hate monger, owner of Kiwi Farms, Josh Moon, lived with an Asian person.
You don't know the full.
Appreciated their culinary delicacies.
I like Chinese people, and it's because I had a Chinese best friend. This is actually the guy that Liz Fong Jones sued. It was because I lived with him for like 6 months.
That's right.
That guy, yeah. So he took me to awful. He took me to a real pho place, and I had organ meat pho. He said, "Don't ask what's in this until after," and I was pleasantly surprised it wasn't like viscerally disgusting. It was just organ meat. But I've been trying to find a pho place ever since that actually has white tripe in it, and I went like an hour out of my way to try a like super high rated. No, this is a real pho place, and I got there and I realized it's next door to an Indian place. I'm like, oh, that's a bad sign. I go inside, connected on the inside. The Indian place bought out the pho place. No, and it was shit.
How did that happen? How did the Chinese lose to the Indians? That guy's a fucking disgrace to his race and his ancestors, for fuck's sake.
The Asian town probably got bought out by like there's too many Indians there now, so now he's like leaving. That's my guess.
How did they get the capital for this? You figure the Chinese would have it on lock.
Do you want the real answer for this?
Go ahead.
They run the Small Business Administration and they get SBA loans.
How did the Chinese not run it? They run everything up here in Canada. Fuck. We're basically like half colonized by them, half colonized by India. Fuck. But I'll tell you this. I guarantee you in Toronto, we get you up here, we'll have the pho or whatever that you want. We have it all.
I bet you. I'm taking a trip up to DC again.
Get you probably bat soup up here if you really fucking wanted it. Crazy shit out here, man.
That's because they're hiding their money from the government. They're buying
all this. It's just crazy. Like these motherfuckers are like openly running like magic mushroom shops up here, like totally illegal, just publicly advertising it, like illegal weed dispensaries that aren't regulated by the government, where you get all sorts of fucking weird shit. They have all these like unmarked weird fucking grocery stores and shit where it's like the refrigeration standards are like felted and it like smells of fucking mold in there. They have all this weird shit that I don't even know what it is.
There's like, a woman I saw that went to like be with her boyfriend. I can't remember where it was. It was those islands off the coast of Florida, Bermuda. No, not Bermuda. Bermuda's the far away one. What the fuck is it? Those island chains right off of Florida's coast.
The
Oh my
Florida
God.
Keys?
No, not the Florida Keys. It's a foreign country. It's right next to Florida. I don't know how I don't know this. I know it.
Cuba?
No, it's a tiny chain of bullshit fucking islands right next to Florida. The
Aruba?
Bahamas. The
The Bahamas.
Bahamas. She went to the Bahamas
Bahama,
where her
come on
boyfriend
down.
was. And he was a butcher and it didn't have a refrigerator. So they just had slabs of meat out on the counter with like flies
No,
on
that's
it.
just like the shit that they have at these weird like Chinese markets in fucking Chinatown. Like it's like, whoa,
the wet
man.
markets.
What the fuck is this? And like, I don't know, the police just don't do anything. Like they're just able to do anything. Like they don't have to obey
Well, you
any
told me that the
regulations or
police in Canada are afraid to go after like the Indian mobs because they'll just kill them and then they can't do anything.
Isn't it crazy that we have somehow an Indian mob?
It's
Like,
crazy
of
that
all the people
they
on
can't do
Earth.
anything about it. Is the crazy part.
So there's actually a movie about the Indian mafia. Let me see if I can pull this up. What was it called? It was called like Jeep Boys or some shit like this. Like, oh fuck. Let me see.
While you're looking
Oh
that
my
up, let me
God.
tell you, I picked out where I would go to Canada if I was forced to move to Canada. I want to move to
Biba Boys.
Biba Boys.
Biba Boys. This is a movie came out like 10 years ago. And it's like about like it's a rise to power, but in like the Indian mafia. It's like a it's like a
Like
fucking
GTA
knockoff
4 or
Scarface.
something.
Yeah, like what sort of a world are we living in now? Because of all the groups on the planet, you'd think Indians would be the last to have their own fucking mafia, you know? But go ahead. What were you saying?
I said if I moved to Canada, I figured out where I'd move. It's called Happy Valley Goose Bay. It's in Newfoundland.
Oh, you're going to you're gonna be a fucking Newfie, eh, bud?
It looks nice and cold
Aaron,
up there.
It's fucking chilly, bud. It's a fucking island, buddy, where no one fucking lives. It's a frozen fucking tundra. They all live on fucking welfare. There's no fucking jobs. They're on the fucking pogie around there, eh? Fucking fishermen. They're all fucking fishermen for 400 fucking years off the coast there, fucking Newfies. And fuck, man, there's no fucking jobs. We're all just freezing on this fucking rock, and we're all dumb as fucking rock. You know, there's a whole brand of comedy in Canada based around making fun of people from Newfoundland. You know that, right? We call them Newfies, and they're considered like the dumbest, most ignorant, backward, rocks for brains people in the country. But you know, the more I think about it, the more they might just be the most based, and everyone else here is just a fucking liberal faggot.
Anytime people snub their nose, like people talk about, like I want to have a white country. Yeah, what the fuck do you think that means? You go to fucking Virginia.
Out to the Maritimes, and it's all fucking white, but they're all fucking poor. It's basically an extension of like West Virginia, like up into these Appalachian Mountains or whatever. And these motherfuckers, everyone out there is pretty much white. Although the Jeets are starting to move in, and there's the odd one out there.
Oh man, you got a lot of. They got a lot of places to bury people up in Newfoundland, I bet.
Oh fuck! Do you know that's where they have the Viking settlement? They landed there in the 900s.
Yeah, the Norwegians were like the first one to come over and colonize. Yeah,
500 years before Columbus. It's some incredible fucking shit, and it's like a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And they have like, I don't know if they're the original structures or a reconstruction of the structures, but it's fucking cool. It's cool out there. Okay. So I don't know. Well, you're heading to the Maritimes. That's exciting. Welcome to Canada, buddy.
Well, if Canada wins the war and annexes the U.S., I was like, well, I might as well go up north. I might as well go up to...
gonna win the war. Did you hear these daft cunts like signed a pact with Greenland to guarantee Greenland sovereignty? My fucking brother's messaging me. He's like, I don't know if this is a good thing. Apparently, we've pledged our military to defend Greenland. I'm like, doesn't that just give the U.S. justification to annex us? So, I don't know. We might be part of the empire very soon.
What's weird is that like NATO is going to pretend that it can survive without the U.S. Like,
this is all such a fucking cope, dude.
Which central power in Europe are you guys going to lean on for your military? Is it Germany? Are you going to let Germany just run this shit?
It's like this skinny prison preg that sucks cock in a dress. pretending like they don't need the protection from the torpedoes in there. Like, what do you think's going to happen exactly? It's not going to be good.
And it's like the issue, especially though, is like in Germany. Like Germany would be like the obvious choice for like not next America, but every country in Europe hates
they don't
Germany.
Have a military, do they? Like
they have the Bundeswehr, but the issue is that the Bundeswehr has no recruitment because the entire German population has been trained from birth to hate Germany, and the new Germans just also don't give a fuck. So it's like, who are you going to recruit?
Isn't there like 2 or 3 U.S. military bases smack dab in the middle of the country to make sure they can never do shit ever again?
Yeah, I think the famous one is called Rammstein, which is where I think the band gets the name. But there's a bunch. And like, I don't know. It's just the issue is like, if you don't have America running NATO, it's like who exactly is going to run NATO? Because it's not going to be any of you fuckers. You guys don't like each other.
We're going to fucking fund it. I mean, are you guys going to give up your cradle to grave welfare system and your universal health care and your fucking child care universal program in order to fund military?
I'll tell you what they're going to give up. They're going to give up Greenland.
They're gonna bend over and grab their fucking ankles for daddy Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam's going belt to ass.
As a map games enjoyer, I like Hearts of Iron 4. I like
Europa Universalis. One of those faggots.
As a map games enjoyer, Greenland is rightful American clay, and it always has been. Really? Which one do you play, Vicky?
Well, I play Civilization Revolution for Xbox 360.
That's like the mentally handicapped version.
That's about as advanced as I'll go. You know what
Just
I mean?
Fucking trolling. Like, yeah, I play map games. I play Civ.
I'm not a PC gamer, buddy, so I play the dumbed down version of Civ on 360. I love it.
Well, I can tell you with 100% certainty, Canada is rightful American clay. It was always a part of Manifest Destiny. You guys haven't realized it yet.
1812 says different, buddy.
It's not my fault.
Detroit, Detroit is rightful Canadian clay. General Isaac Brock fooled General Hull into surrendering. You know the story?
No, I don't.
So the Americans outnumbered the Canadian Patriots 3-1 on that day in Detroit. There was no way we could take the fort. But brave General Isaac Brock had a plan. He decided that he was going to march the soldiers double the amount of space in between them and use the woods around the fort and march them around 4 or 5 times to make it seem like the number of soldiers was like 5 times greater than it was. And he had this great force of native warriors. And he told General Hull, if he didn't surrender the fort right fucking now, he couldn't control these bloodthirsty, savage Native Americans. And they would scalp, kill, and rape every single person in the fort. General Hull, the cowardly bitch that he was, shot his fucking pants, surrendered the fort to a force 1/3 the size. That's the Canadian way. We burned down the White House, buddy. We burned it down.
Listen,
in reality,
if you gave Americans the option, I think like 4 out of 5 would burn down the White House right now. As far as I'm concerned, that's a point in you being American. That's just a point in your favor.
It would just be a matter of marching. That's what Benjamin Franklin said. But he was wrong. He would go to Quebec and try and get the French to rise up against us. And he did it for like 30 fucking years. And he couldn't figure it out, buddy. He couldn't figure it out.
Well,
the brilliant Ben Franklin.
He should have realized that the French are fucking lazy.
They are lazy, worthless cunts. I wish he did get them to leave. Why won't they just fucking leave? These fucking frog motherfuckers. Lazy welfare state. Everything closes in Quebec at like 5. And
That's how it is in Europe.
Weekend.
They don't like working past 5, and they don't like working over weekends either.
Suckers use the European clock, Josh. They're like, it's 1300. Fuck you. Fuck you. It's 1 in the afternoon, frog. They're like, we will not speak your fucking language, Anglo. Motherfucker, we beat you at the Battle of the Plains of Abraham, and you'll speak what we tell you to speak, fraud. You Anglo oppressor. Meanwhile, we subsidize them. We bow to their every whim. We put everything in English and fucking French all over the country, right? Meanwhile, in their province, everything's only in French. And they treat us like the fucking ends of fucking Canada when we go there. It's like, fuck you guys. Anyway, that's aside. We're talking about brown people today.
If one, which state in Canada is most conquered by India at this moment?
Ontario by a
Ontario.
lot. Yeah, I have a whole presentation with 17 videos in it to explain the situation and how we got here. But
Okay.
Josh is like, we're gonna scroll our medical India or something.
Well, I have a medical website that's very funny to look at. I mean,
That'll be
PPP
good.
overprepared. I'm a little bit surprised. So I thought it would just be funny to talk about.
It's, this fat retarded guy. He doesn't fucking know anything.
Doesn't wake up
He
before
know,
2 p.m.
Well, this motherfucker, I'm up till 5 a.m. doing the show. This guy's on like a normal functioning adult schedule from like 9 to 5. It's like, can you get up at 6 a.m. No. Well, fuck, man. So here we are, 2 in the after, the crack of 2 p.m. This guy gets me out of bed. Like, don't you know I'm a live streamer? This is inhumane conditions for me, dude. This is fucking cruel and unusual, man.
And then I'm the one that's late.
Yeah. I'm like, oh God, fuck, I gotta wake up. It's tough. And this guy's an hour late. I could have slept another fucking hour. But here we are.
I had an eye exam and Chick-fil-A to get to.
We have to an eye exam?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be a fucking 4 eyes faggot soon?
I have had terrible vision since as far back as I can remember. I get an annual eye exam. Pay. You have got glasses, motherfucker.
Genetics. That's what I'm just. That's obvious. It's like when I tell my friends, "You're fat, you fat fucking sweaty slob. They're fat."
Oh, and then before I forget, the second Indian encounter. So I moved back to the U.S. and I get a short-term lease because I don't know what to do for housing because I'm currently an insane person with a terrible internet footprint and no employment history and no dependable income. So it's hard to get a lease in like a real country, whereas opposed to like Serbia, you can just say, "Hey, I need a place," and then if you don't like pay, they just force you out at like gunpoint. So,
but won't Google hire you?
Google? I don't think so.
They hired Moot.
Oh, I'm not quite Moot. Okay, I'm not a gay ginger.
You're not Moot. You're better than Moot, surely. He never had to deal with quite the bullshit you deal with.
Reputationally, I think I have the worst reputation of anybody on the planet Earth, besides like Jeffrey Dahmer. At this point, I'm pretty up there. Okay.
Shit, I didn't know that. You think I'm gonna be okay?
Maybe, if you're lucky, if the eye doesn't fall on you.
Let's hope I remain obscure. Okay.
So, move back, short-term lease. It's basically student housing. There's like a university nearby. And I was unaware of the Indian situation. So I come back and everyone's Indian because they're all there for that school. I'm like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is this?
No, it's like row housing. It's like townhouses, like very, very, very cheap construction. It's just completely shit out.
Gov house. Fuck. Yeah.
And inside, so it's like 2-bedroom. So I have a 2-bedroom. I had one for my computer, one for me. And next door were like 5 Indian students living together in a 2-bedroom. I don't know.
Imagine the smell of it.
I didn't have
it probably wafted in.
I changed the air filter in there because I was 100% convinced that the AC unit was like shared between the units, and I messaged the owner like, "Hey, just so you know, I think they have like a lot of smell coming over from there because of their food and stuff." And the guy was like just it was a white guy that had developed that complex, and it was just like, "Yeah, they fucking stink," just like outright, just like, "Yeah, they stink."
We all know up here in the Great Lake North, buddy, it's tough. If you're in an apartment complex, you better like the smell of curry sour. And the thing is, like, it doesn't leave. Like, when they leave that apartment,
It's ruined.
The stench remains, like it's absorbed into the cupboards, into the carpet, everything. It's fucked.
So I asked like, hey, is the AC unit shared? And it was like, no, it's not. It's per unit. So the smell literally permeated through fucking drywall and insulation into my house where I lived. And so, of course, gasping for fucking air, I would open the window, and here was the real, truly unbelievable thing that just immediately inspired hate. Is that it's a row house, so across the parking lot is another identical mirror version of the building. There was a group of people, like 6 to this building, and if anyone went in and out of that house and opened the door and then closed it, 30 seconds later, the smell would come through the window. And even though it wafted across like 10 yards into my window, it was still the worst thing I have ever fucking smelled. And it was continuous because there were so many of them living there that they would always open and close the door. So I couldn't close the door because it would suffocate me from the drywall permeating curry smell. And I couldn't open the window because it would waft across the parking lot and hit me like over and over again. So it's like day one, sick as a dog, genuinely a fear that I should call the hospital because I got curry flu. Then I get my housing, and for like months, I'm living next to these people and then on top of that, not only do they stink, there's one girl who was on her phone like 24/7, and she would walk up and down the sidewalk directly in front of where I would stream and stuff, and like babbling in Sanskrit on the phone just constantly every day for hours at a time, and it was just like. I already am sick of you. I already do
when
not
the
like
Josh began to hate. And it doesn't take much to get Josh to hate, but let me tell you, they pushed him too far. This is like One Bad Day Joker or some shit like this. Josh's villain origin story as to why he now plans on sabotaging based Vivek's campaign to save Ohio.
Actually, I hate Vivek for a myriad of other reasons. Completely, even if I had never had these encounters, Vivek is just like so. By the way, there's like I think you pronounce his name right, which is shameful. Did you call him Vivek or whatever? There's like a Vivek. Okay, that's the American way to pronounce it. This is like Vivek? The number Vivek or like that. It's like the super Vivek. American way to pronounce it. But you know how in the movie, the fucking shitty Quentin Tarantino movie with the Nazis.
Oh, you mean the greatest movie ever made?
I fucking hate that fucking movie.
You owe me 100 Nazi scalps, Josh!
It is like the most gratuitous Jewish porn ever. I hate that fucking movie.
Hoffman's just fucking cranking one out, buddy.
This is completely true.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino's wife is Jewish, and he met her at a screening, a early screening of that movie in Israel.
But listen, there's a scene in one of this guy's movies where a guy sucks a big black cock for warmth in the snow. You know, like it's just out of hand.
That's less gratuitous than I hate Inglourious Bastards.
Really, you don't like Christoph Waltz, buddy?
The preamble of the show up until the end of the milk scene that's one of the finest things ever put on screen.
It is really good. There's good scenes and there's some parts that fucking
they get to Brad Pitt doing the voice, the impression, and it's just like the worst fucking thing ever, and it never stops. And then it's just like Nazi torture porn, and it literally was designed to get like Jewish women in Israel wet because that's how he got married.
Like the scene where they kill Hitler in the theater, buddy, or whatever? They spray him down.
This Jewish bitch is going to burn you. Oh my God. I'm clapping in the theater. I'm so happy.
So good. Yes. Get those Nazis. Let's go. Let's go.
The best part, though, is where they meet a guy and he's like, why do you have this Iron Cross medal? And he's like, for bravery. And they're like, okay, we're going to kill you then.
Bring in the bear Jew.
Bring in
this
the
bear Jew is going to bash your brains in with a goddamn baseball bat because you won't tell us where your men are. Coward. Like, okay, fuck.
Okay, it's for the heroes then.
Comes in just fucking chewing scenery. Well, the moral righteousness of the bastards is undisputed. What, you support the Holocaust, buddy? You think that 12 million should have died, Josh? Is that what you
I
think?
heard it was 18 million. You gotta fact check yourself there, buddy.
It was precisely 6 million, no more, no less, fulfilling the prophecy, buddy. And if you fucking question that, you deserve to rot in a cell.
You deserve
Dude.
to. What's Oh god, I mentioned Sagittarius Sade, and you had no idea who she was.
Should I know?
Yes, she is the most famous woman from Canada.
Fuck. Even more than Queen Keffels?
Yes, she
Queen of London?
she's a fat white whore who has sucked over
Like
5,000
most
black
Canadian
dicks.
women. Yes. The average Canadian woman, yes.
She's so famous for fucking black guys that if black people know that you fuck Sagittarius shoddy, you get labeled as a shoddy fucker, and they clown on you for being a shoddy fucker.
Isn't shoddy like a slang term from black people use for hoes? Justin Bieber used to say shoddy's like a melody in my head, and ever since then, I haven't heard that phrase, but.
It's a black people thing, and she named herself. She's a Sagittarius, so she named herself Sagittarius Shoddy. You see, it's very clever.
And
then she fucked a bunch of black guys.
Black men?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And that's why she's notable.
Yeah, she has fucked so many black people that she's become famous across Canada.
I can show you 12 bitches on this block that are like that.
She does OnlyFans also.
Okay, so do 10% of women between the ages of 18 and 25, right?
Oh my god! One of the first things that ever happened when I came back to the U.S., I was in a hotel, and I was in an elevator, and there was this ratchet, white, smoking old hoe, and she had a T-shirt that had the OnlyFans logo on it and her URL. And I was in the elevator and I was staring at this shirt like, is she actually walking around in public advertising her fucking OnlyFans? And she saw that I was looking, and I guess she smiled, like she thought she got another customer, whereas I was in disbelief that this is the level of society.
She profiled you as the average customer. That's not good, bro. That's not good. I'm
was
sure
flustered.
I get profiled the same way. Fuck. That's grim, buddy. She's like, yep, that's gooner bait. Cash that $10 bill all day long. Fuck, let's go. Is it Aaron Burr on the 10 or is it Hamilton on the 10? Who's on the 10?
How the fuck would I know? In the U.S.
You're American.
It's Jefferson, you fucking ingrate.
Is it Jefferson on the 10?
Oh, wait, no, I don't think it is. Maybe.
Who the fuck's on the 10? Hold on. We don't even know. So I'll just tell you the story of the Canadian $10 bill because it's kind of why I brought this up.
Okay.
So on the Canadian $10 bill, we used to have our first Canadian Prime Minister, John A. Macdonald, right?
Uh-huh.
So it makes sense, but then we were told that he's a white supremacist. So they removed him from the $10 bill and put a black woman named Viola Davis or some shit, who is our version of Rosa Parks. Because she went to the movie theater and sat in the white person section. So that's now
Viola Desmond? Desmond
Viola
is a Jewish
Desmond.
name.
So you're telling me a black Jew is on the $10? I didn't think I could feel any worse about it.
It doesn't
than
say,
I already did. But that's what Josh Moon does.
Okay, listen. It's
your
Hamilton.
Judar is tinkling, huh? Yeah, I was right.
You're right.
There was a duel between Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr, or some shit like this. Yeah.
All I know is that Jefferson opposed the central bank, and then we put him on dollar anyways.
You also have a black person on the $10 bill because Alexander Hamilton is black. Don't you know?
Sure?
Alexander Hamilton. That's what's funny.
If you're referencing fucking the musical Hamilton, buddy, that's a bad sign. No, I've never seen that shit. Why the fuck have you seen that shit?
You don't know King George's banger song, Empires Fall, but together we'll be through it all, 'cause when push comes
why have you watched this?
I've actually...
I'm sussy about this.
I'm a big musical theater enjoyer, Josh. I love musicals. Yeah. You didn't think that EPP is a musical enjoyer? Although, to be honest, I've never actually watched Hamilton start to finish, but before every Kino Casino, I listened to the King George song from Hamilton to fire myself up, buddy. It's like my fight
What?
song.
I can never tell when you're bullshitting. That sounds like it's both real and complete fucking bullshit.
Buddy, you gotta watch it. It's quite the performance. Like,
I'm
the
not watching
spit
fucking
comes out
Hamilton.
of his fuck. No, just watch the one song from it with the white guy. So, by the way, Hamilton, just to let you know, Josh, is a rendition of the founding of America, right?
Uh-huh.
But all the founding fathers are black. The only white person is the villain, King George.
I thought that
who is portrayed by a white guy and is like the show stealer of the entire production.
I thought that
So
it was just made black like recently. Has it always been black?
In the musical Hamilton?
Yeah, I thought that Hamilton was like really old and it has always been like white people and then they made it black.
Oh, I don't know if it existed for a long time. I just know that like about 10 years ago, they made this musical called Hamilton where all the founding fathers are black. And what's going to be crazy is in 100, 200 years, everybody will just believe that all the founding fathers were black because this is going to be the most popular form of culture in the future, is this musical. And you'll never even know because there'll be no books and everything will be digital and it will all be changed.
AI. We found this historical document. We can prove that all the founders are black.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're off the rails. We're really off the rails. We're flowing here.
People like that.
I don't know. I don't know if it's flowing like shit or flowing like fine wine. I don't know.
Well, let me tell you about Vivek and why I despise him. Do you know about the Christmas crash out? No,
of course I do.
Not.
So let me tell you. Okay.
Okay.
So Vivek appeared during these worthless GOP primary debates, right? Yes. Where it was like the kiddie table where Trump just big dogged all of them. It's like, you're all losers and bums, and I don't have to actually talk to any of you, and you're all gonna kiss my ring anyway, get fucked. But Vivek was like the white man's hope for a hot minute. I remember like avowed white nationalists standing and being like, you know what? He may be brown, but I stand with Vivek. He makes some good points. You know, he's defending the white man and he's the most based person on stage. And I guess it was technically true. Like, he was saying probably the most base things, but it was like, there's a stench to this, you know? And I remember he was like always sucking Trump's ass and angling for the vice presidency. And if you remember, there was a big push for him to be vice president. I even remember like Nick Fuentes saying that Vivek was based and that he might be vice president and stuff like this. And he had rising stock in the party and he was favored for like a big cabinet position and all this. And then, as you're about to tell us, the Christmas meltdown happened, right? And
yeah, I want to say
never the same.
Yeah, it happened in 2024. He posted a message where effectively, and you could say that it has some merit to it, but the issue is that he's saying it, so it just sounds like the most condescending shit ever. The effective message of what he's saying is that Americans don't strive overall for exceptionalism, and they venerate mediocrity is the line that's like really stands out. And the issue
basically came across as like a virgin Indian seething that the football jock Chad gets all the pussy and success in life.
Yeah.
Sir, you should have to go to engineering school, sir. It's not right that you're making all this money at the car dealership and you're happy with your wife, sir. No, sir.
That's the real thing that pisses me off. Is that what he's effectively saying is that the American dream deserves to be bought by anybody who has enough money or enough like educational like credentials to justify it, and anyone who's just like normal and like if you like dig graves for a living, like you don't deserve it because you suck, you're mediocre. And it's just like extremely disgusting, and it inspires hatred because his family, if you don't know, is from India. Obviously, he's a first-generation American. He came over.
You don't say.
He's a literal anchor baby. His mother came over pregnant and gave birth in the U.S. and in Ohio. And her family inherited a literal feudal farm with serfs. They own serfs in India, in Kerala or whatever, where his family's from. So
Fuck.
literally. And that land was given to her. So you want to talk about merit? She got the farm from royalty in India because she is Brahmin. And as he explains in his book Woke Inc., his family is
Stop.
no. This
There's
is
not actually a book called Woke Inc. That's like the
he
most
wrote it.
generic grift book of all time. Well, somebody else probably ghost wrote it for him. Let's be real.
No, there's no fucking way that anyone would write this shit. I believe he wrote it because I actually bought a used copy and I'm gonna read through it. But the excerpts I've seen and then I've proven like it's not a hallucination, it's not fake. I've proven through like Google citations and stuff. It's part of the book, so I'm gonna read through it. But the part that was clipped out and posted, he explains that he's Brahmin. His thing is like a critique about wokeism and why merit is better. And he's actually using this as a negative example. But what he says is that his family's Indian. His mother naturalized. His father never did, so he could retain his assets in India. So they still have like millions of dollars worth of shit in India. And he's a dual national. So he can go back anytime that he wants to. And he took frequent trips there. And when he lived there, there's actually a mansion that he lived in with his family. And since he's Brahmin, and it's the highest caste, he explains that he is a part of the enlightened education class that sits even above kings and royalty and nobility. So the reason why his family owns a feudal farm is that a feudal king granted his mother this feudal farm as a gift, as an indulgence to the Brahmin, as a tithe to them, because he is below the Brahmin class that he's a part of.
What sort of fuck shit are we dealing with here? And this is like a serious problem here now in Canada, is that they bring all of their like petty tribal and regional conflicts, because we look at all of them and we're like, oh, these guys are all Indian. They're all the same.
Yeah.
They don't fucking view it that way. And we're having like terrorists now in Canada that are like, my Kalistani region needs to be free and all this fucking weird. So we're having clashes in the streets between different types of Indian that are like fighting each other in protests in parking lots and shit. I'm just like, I don't want to have to know this shit. I shouldn't have to know anything about the caste system. I shouldn't have to know anything about these different regions. But here we are. We all have to learn about this shit now. We can't exist in our blissful ignorance anymore. It's tough. It's tough.
But he went on to explain that in his house where his servants would attend, they couldn't enter through the same door as him. So Brahmins could enter through the door, but the Dalits in the lower class that tended to him had to go through side doors. And he even specifically says the side doors were by the cow. So the servants had to walk past their cow because, of course, they are Indian, so they just own cows at their house.
You'd think that the low classes wouldn't be allowed near the god that is the cow.
Well, they have to take care of the cow. The Brahmin aren't going to take care of the cow.
But the cow is God. Isn't the cow above the Brahmin?
I think
I've seen these motherfuckers have a cow walk into the middle of the road and just traffic stops for an hour. It's like, what are we going to do? There's a cow. What are we going to do?
So the cow is a gift, I think.
Okay. I don't know. This might all just be ignorance, you know.
Maybe they have to walk around the cow in a special way to get past it. There's like a protocol.
Like, bow past it.
Yeah.
Oh, cow god.
I shared on my on Twitter. I shared a story that I found. I was bored. My new hobby is to talk to Gemini in the car. So I was talking to Gemini. I was like, who do they hate the most in India? And they told me the story of this guy called General Dyer, who was a part of the British occupation of India, the early 1900s. And they had passed a law to suppress nationalist movements. In retaliation, the Hindus gang raped a British woman.
As they do. Was there an iron rod involved?
Not that I know of. She was beaten and raped.
I'll never forget that, Alex. They're raping women with a 9-foot iron rod, Josh. Did you ever hear that rant from him? It was fucking insane. I'm okay, shit.
No, I haven't. Sorry.
Look it up.
So she was gang raped. Gang raped. And left broken on the side of the road where the British found her. So the same day, General Dyer.
Like the ultimate nightmare, isn't it, for you, Josh? Like, Indians gang rape you, and then it's the British who come to save you.
It's a bad
This
day.
is how your savior is the British. Go ahead.
Well, she wasn't even just like a woman. She was a Christian missionary, and she was a doctor. So they like raped the doctor that was trying to like help the poor and suffering of India. And then, so when the British found her, the general ordered a massacre. Basically, he surrounded like a public park market and just ordered open fire until they ran out of ammunition. And according to their official estimates, 397 died, but the Indian Library of Congress says that over 1,000 died in the massacre. And at the time, contemporaneously, the governor of India even sent him a telegram saying he did the right thing and that you've suppressed the nationalist movement. But then because of like the backlash from like liberals at the time in the UK, Churchill was like the Secretary of State at the time, like denounce him and stuff. But to this day, he's the most reviled man in Indian history, not just because of that, but because of after the massacre, he put soldiers where they found her body. And made a rule that if you were a Hindu and you wanted to walk past this part of the road, you had to crawl on your hands and knees for 200 yards. You couldn't walk. And he said the reason why is he had observed that they pray to their gods on their hands and knees like that. And he wanted to make it clear that a British woman was to be venerated as highly as any Hindu god, which put seethe in them that is so fiery hot that 100 years later they still seethe about it. So perhaps I'm saying that they do have to walk on hands and knees around the cows to the door before they can walk into it.
I think that it adds up, to be honest. I think that makes sense. Okay. So Vivek has all these slave people in his house.
Well, he explains that they're not slaves like in the American sense. They recognize that they are Dalit, and therefore they owe service and obligation to the people around them. So there's no hard feelings because they're Dalits.
Right. There's no hard feelings when black people pick cotton either. That was their
role.
No.
That's white man being evil. The Dalits understand that that's just the way of the world. Okay. That's how he explains it. And then he goes on to say that one other thing that was really hilarious to me is that he wears a magic thread under his clothes because Brahmin are supposed to wear this thing that's like a magic.
Magic thread.
It's called a divine thread, is what it literally translates to, and they have to wear it. No, it's like
the divine thread.
It's like Mormon underwear.
Like the Mormon.
Yes, exactly.
Mormon magic underwear. Okay.
So he wears the divine thread, and he wears it because there's a special purpose to this thread. They actually, depending on the region, they actually will bless cars and stuff with divine thread too. But he wears it because he's Brahmin. And he wears it for a special reason. Back in the day when they went to bathhouses to clean,
what are we doing?
The magic divine thread would indicate, even when he was nude, that he is a higher caste than everybody else around them. So the purpose of the thread was to, even when completely naked, to indicate that he's better than everyone around him.
You'd think that you could tell just by looking at them if they're so racially superior.
It's a caste. It's not a race.
What? How does this? Because my understanding of it is it's like a racial system where there's like
it's like
the descendants.
I think that in practice it's not strictly race, but I think practically over time it has become a thing where like the fairer skinned people are like the upper echelon for whatever reason.
It's funny how that works.
Yes.
It seems like it's always the lighter skin, like the lighter skinned blacks were the house slaves, the darker ones were in the field.
Well, even in Europe, it was like a sign that the fair-skinned ladies were the ones that spent their time inside.
Because they weren't out in the fields and stuff like that. I guess that's just human nature to prefer fairer skin. I'm doing well then, I think.
we're both pretty fucking higher.
We haven't seen the sun in fucking months, so it's good. It's high status to stay inside on the computer all day. We're winning. Okay.
There's one more super special funny thing about this. It's like one page of his book that's just so full of funny shit. But the real punchline is the magic divine thread is called a poonal.
Fuck off.
Poonal.
It's the
divine.
poonal, sir. It's my superior poonal thread. Bow to the poonal. It's like a urinal, but it's a poonal. Yeah, these fucking sick freaks poo in a urinal, Josh. What's going on?
I literally
got shot in the street.
I'm very, very, very convinced that the word poo in one of their dialects means divine, because there's even something
So
called
they
like
actually worship poo.
I'm pretty
That's what
sure.
you're trying to tell me. Hola shitola, hola shitola. Is this really like there's like a giant? Like, remember the poo festival? Did you see this shit?
Of course, I saw the poo
You
festival.
were all over it. You were day one. It was appointment viewing for Josh. He's
Within
like,
the
let me
hour,
pour
someone
myself
came
a
over to my
fine
house.
glass of wine, put together the cheese board, invite my friend, and
It
we're
was
gonna
an
watch the poo festival.
it was an urgent situation. Someone came over to my house and tapped me on the shoulder and was like, "The poo festival video is on YouTube. You have to watch it."
Shut the fuck.
um,
Dude, it's like the tomato shit in Spain, but with poo.
that's like
Whoa.
culture, though. That's like
I
cool.
know.
That's cinematic. It's Kino.
Well, it was cinematic, the poo festival. It was captured in like 4K. It was quite impressive. I couldn't believe it was real. And you just gotta wonder, it's like, what are our countries gonna be like in 20 years? Is it gonna be like the poo festival in Indianapolis?
The poo
Fuck.
maybe.
Dayton, Ohio poo throwing festival. Like, if you guys elect Vivek, I'm telling you, you guys in Ohio are fucked. You're going to be doing poo throwing festivals in Columbus, Dayton. Fuck, Cuyahoga County is going to be browner than it is now. Shit.
That's just his background, by the way. That's him in India. Like, that's how he was treated. He came over to the United States, and do you know where he went to? You want to guess where he went to high school? Just like as a general guess, what kind of high school he went to?
A private school?
Of course. Do you know what kind of private school?
A Hindu private school?
A Catholic private school. He went to St. Xavier's in Cincinnati, and as a Hindu person, attended and never converted or deconverted. He remained
So what you're
staunchly
saying
Hindu.
is this is all a papal psyop, and the dirty Catholic papists
Well,
are
St. Xavier
responsible
is
for
even
all of it.
Jesuit explicitly, so
I knew it. I knew it was the goddamn Jesuits every fucking time. Talk about the JQ. They're doing the wrong J. It's the Jesuit question, buddy. This is what I've been paid by Gabe to do. We need to stop talking about Jews and start talking about Jesuits, damn it, and the Irish. They're running everything, buddy. We got to do something. These damn Irish Catholics, dude.
they run all the banks. It's true. They didn't manage to convert him. So instead, I've always theorized that he felt very alienated at his high school, surrounded by because
He was shoved in a locker by a fucking Jesuit Chad. That's what fucking happened. This based Catholic fucking Chad. He's plowing all these loose Catholic bitches left and right. I should have the Catholic bitches, sir. Where I come from, I have servants and slaves. You're nothing but dirt beneath my shoes, Catholic. Shut the fuck up. Get in the locker, bitch. I'm on the fucking football. Is that what happened? Is the villain origin story?
That's my
less?
theory, because St. Xavier's, as a nonprofit, they also have a pretty merit-based way of getting in. So if you were a poor person but you had great academic records, they would let you in to St. Xavier's at a reduced cost. So they had people that were just like country bumpkins that were high IQ and doing well academically as part of their program. So chances are he was surrounded by a proper vertical slice of Ohio culture and was just exposed to all these people that he snubbed his nose down. Because that was the thing. I've spoken to someone who went to his high school. I've got the high school bully lore. And
Stop.
no, for real. People come out of the woodwork to talk to me about how much they hate.
Logging.
No,
the high school bully lore. Okay,
I know a guy that went to school with him, and he said that he thought his shit did not stink. And what was very frustrating is that he's genuinely an intelligent person. He's very high IQ. He has a lot of processor power, is how he described it. But he is socially awkward and doesn't know how to communicate with people well. But he's also extremely arrogant and hard to get along with because he knows he's smart, so he treats everyone like shit. And all the teachers, of course, wow, you're so smart, you can be anything you want. So he just constantly had his ego inflated, and it just became insufferable. And then after he went to high school, as a true middle American, merit-based, salt of the earth, just like you and I, he went to Harvard to get a biology 4-year diploma, and then he went to Yale to get his JD and become a lawyer.
Look, pick one or the other.
No,
You can't do both Harvard and Yale. This is fucked, buddy.
2 Ivy League degrees, and he's trying to tell people that he's like anybody else from
He's
Cincinnati.
just like us.
Yeah.
He rose from nothing. This is the American dream, buddy.
Merit-based.
Yeah.
Came from nothing. Came from a small little hereditary plantation in India. Born in Cincinnati, in the slums, the ghetto, the Indian ghetto. Went to a private school. Got 2 Ivy degrees. And I guarantee you, the reason why he's so successful is that he met a bunch of people at these 2 different universities. You know.
Well, yeah.
And then he met. I want to say he met J.D. Vance in Yale. And probably through Usha, if I had to guess. So if you wonder, my theory that why Trump keeps endorsing him is that he's friends with JD, and JD is never going to like disavow him because of that. So we're just stuck dealing with Trump endorsing him and like people in Ohio, they love Trump. Trump won there, I think, plus 11. So it's like if Trump says to vote for Vivek, you're fighting uphill to get them to not.
Well, it's turned from. I remember watching the elections growing up. It was a big toss-up state. You know, a lot of the times, in 2004, it decided the election, and it could go one way or the other. And I think it went for Obama both times, didn't it?
Yes.
And then in 2016, massive red wave, and it's never been competitive since. Same thing with Florida. These were 2 states that were toss-up states are now ruby red states.
I remember during the election, when we streamed it together, I remember the moment where I was looking at the map of Florida, because Florida has 2 time zones, and the East comes in before the West an hour before. And usually the way that it goes is that the East is kind of blue because you got Miami-Dade there, and usually it's like usually like 48% for Republicans, and then you're wondering, is the Panhandle going to be red enough to flip Florida
to overcome?
And I remember looking at it with you, and I'm like, the East is like +5 Trump. That shouldn't happen. That should not happen.
I think it was almost every county was carried by was it every county?
He won every county in Florida besides like Miami.
Yeah. I think it was only Miami-Dade that might have stayed blue. It was a total like domination, like unbelievable. And so I really think that, whoever has the Trump endorsement, they're kind of bulletproof in these states.
You would think
in the GOP primaries, at least. But Vivek is such a fumbler, as we're going to see. And I think part of why, I really don't know if Trump is going to stick with this guy, because one of the biggest champions of Vivek was Elon. And it was really Elon signal boosting Vivek and talking about, we need to root this disease out of the party of nativism, root and stem, remember? That really turned that into such a big controversy. And now Elon's persona non grata in the White House. A lot has changed in a year, hasn't it? Like now he's saying that Trump was diddling fucking in the Epstein files and
supposedly
all this
they
fucking
made up
shit. Did they though?
That's what they said.
I don't. Well, I haven't seen him around. Remember Elon used to give these rambling, like 30, 40-minute, it felt like 40-minute speeches where Trump was just like trying not to go to fucking sleep. It was like the cringiest shit in the fucking world, man. I don't know. But I feel like Trump is really good at reading a room and seeing which way the wind blows. And the wind is blowing against Vivek, isn't it? At this point, it feels like
he is losing head-to-head against Amy Acton in early polls, to the point where he's having to ask put out newsletters like, hey, the poll just came back and said that Acton is winning, which should be impossible, because not only is she Democrat, she was the health secretary of Ohio during COVID, to the point where people were like walking around her house in public with weapons like strapped around their back, just like walking up and down the sidewalk in front of her house to like intimidate her without doing any kind of criminal activity that they could pitch them on, which kind of ended COVID lockdowns in Ohio. So she's that unpopular. And it's like, you can't get people to vote for Vivek because he's just so unlikable. And so I did a thing. I talked about my podcast where I set up a site just called new.gop with the explicit intention, because I sat down and I thought, how the fuck did this guy get the nomination the endorsement a full year before the primary was supposed to happen? They endorsed him officially in May 2025, which is a year before the 2026 primary for the GOP in Ohio. Like, how did this happen? And the answer is there's a guy called Alex Triantafilou, who is a Greek first-generation immigrant, and he is buddy-buddy with Vivek, because Vivek met him when Vivek was 17, and supposedly they stayed in touch or something. So Alex is a big fat asshole that is really well known in Ohio's GOP.
Well, I like the sounds of that.
They call him Fat Alex.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can get on board with that.
And he is a partner in counsel, which is a weird title because usually you're either a partner, which means that you own part of the law firm, or you're in counsel, which means that you work with the law firm. Partner in counsel kind of implies that he owns it in part, but also doesn't really work there day to day. And they even advertise on his portfolio, like resume page on Dinsmore, that he has excellent GOP connections in Ohio. So his entire part there is to get money flowing to Dinsmore. And people reach out to me in Kentucky because I talked about Dinsmore on my podcast, and they said that Dinsmore represents Amazon, and they're bulldozing neighborhoods to put Amazon warehouses as close as 50 feet to residentials that are already built there in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. And
the packages will come fast.
Well, the packages will come fast, and so will the Somalis. There's a bunch of Somalis who live there now with blue Amazon vests. So, they work for Amazon. And there are so many Somalis, there are actually pictures of the Amazon.
Somebody's got to ship the fucking Amazon packages,
It can't
Josh.
be the people in Kentucky.
No. They won't do it, buddy. They worked in fucking coal mines and shit, but I guess the Amazon fulfillment center, it's just too lowly.
Too complicated for them. So there's actually signs that people have taken pictures of written in Somali. They're like, watch your step. Because the people there are so fresh from Somalia working in those Amazon warehouses they're building. And
okay, I got to ask, whose fucking idea was it to bring in Somalians? Who did this?
The issue is that the American economy relies on 2% inflation and continuous growth. Otherwise, the boomers' 401k goes down, and when that happens, the country is set on fire. So they will do literally anything to do this, and they accomplish this by importing foreign labor and then depressing wages. So that
I get that, but why Somalians? Like, couldn't we get anybody else? Like, the Somalians have contributed literally nothing. Do they have even one invention, one cultural achievement? Can you name a Somalian celebrity or athlete?
If you ever talk to somebody and they're like, "Oh, dude, African food is so good. I went to this Ethiopian restaurant and I ate this curry slop."
Bastard! Do you see this poor bastard politician that was made to eat the super acquired taste?
That's the mayor of Minneapolis. He tried to do a photo op eating Somali food, and he like visibly grimaced.
Yum yum, but he's like fucking dying.
The best part,
laughing. They know it tastes like shit, and they're laughing at him.
The best part is that as he's using his spoon to like push food around, but literally never scoops it up and puts it back down. And, like he never takes a second bite, and it's like a child.
Their vegetables, pushing it, trying to hide it. Oh, I really like shifting it around to make it look like they ate some.
Yeah.
What a disaster. What a humiliation. I don't know where the Somalian shit came from. Like, fuck. Bring in the Chinese. Bring in the Mexicans. Fuck. Bring even in the Indians. Fuck. Like, there's no need for these fucks. Why? Like, shit. At least fucking Indians have curry. It tastes good. Chinese people invented gunpowder and fucking paper money and all sorts of fucking cool shit. Somalians have nothing. We're like, yeah, bring in these people who their one thing they're known for is being pirates in the 2020s. Shit. Okay. Great.
Yeah. But that's like Somali food. But the other thing that's like a meme with like retards is Ethiopian food. And if you don't know, their food is like
this big deal in Toronto.
That's fucking gross. I've seen it. I've never had it. It's like this slop on a plate that you have to eat with your hands by using like this fermented dough that you use as like a little catcher mitt to make like little pinches of food. And it's just like, it's like the most unappetizing looking slop I've ever fucking seen, but people pretend it's like the best shit ever.
Well, maybe it is. How do you know? I'll take you, buddy, in Toronto to the spicy Ethiopian, buddy. This is 5-star gourmet. All of the elite in Toronto, they line up for this shit. It's a big deal.
Is
We
it
have
really? Are
every.
you joking?
We have no.
What
I'm
is it
not.
called?
We have the spicy Ethiopian, buddy.
Oh my god. Oh, buddy. Okay, let's see.
Whoa, buddy.
Whoa,
Listen, it's
buddy.
got 472 5-star reviews, Josh.
It only has
Those-
one review on TripAdvisor. What is this?
It's a scam. There's so
Vegan.
many. Yeah, there's so many of these fucking
Oh god,
places.
it's
They're
like it's like
they're
a phony.
trendy and cool. Yeah.
It's like a phony, like super high, like where they do like the plating all fancy.
Yeah.
Okay, hold
I'll
on.
get you a table. I have the connections.
I want to put this on the screen.
I
Okay.
fucking begged him to come to Toronto just to show him. He has no clue. It's fucked here. It's grime, bro. Do you know that every public school has a pride flag? And most of them have a trans flag flying as well. At every public school. Like the kids, they're like 5 to 13. It's crazy, dude.
What's wrong with Canada?
Well, it all started at the Battle of the Plains of Abraham when we decided to let French people keep their rights. From that moment on,
I thought Quebec was like the most conservative area.
Well, for them they are, but not for everyone else. You see, they only care about them. But they have a weird mentality where they believe that as long as you speak French, doesn't matter what color you are, what religion you are, you're just as French as them. But if you speak English, you're the N, and you're the lowest of the low, and you deserve nothing but scorn and humiliation and death. That's what they believe. And so Canada was founded on the idea of being bicultural, and we're going to have respect and that was, once that foot was in the door, it was a slippery slope from there. Then suddenly everybody is Canadian or whatever.
Well,
it's tough.
In human nature, if you're a bi and you're female, you're just straight but want attention. And if you're male and bisexual, you're just gay and pretending.
Well, that's what French people are, gay and pretending like they matter. But somehow people listen to that. So anyway.
Okay. That's where was I up to?
The Ethiopian restaurant diversion? This show's really not going how we planned, is it?
That's okay. Plans.
I hope people are still listening to this crap.
People just want the content, okay? They listen, this is like the meme with people who listen to my thing is like, it's Friday and they're working and I just want some shit to listen to that might be funny to get through the workday. That's the real secret. I don't know why
you're aiming to make background noise slop, basically, because nobody really cares.
Kind of. I mean, that's basically everything I listen to. Like Red Letter Media fills that kind of thing where it's like you listen to them talk about VHS tapes, and it's like, okay, but it's funny.
It's comfy.
It's comfy.
I hope it's comfy, cozy. I'm trying not to scream as much and ring bells.
You have to, yeah, exactly. You have to keep it mellow, like, whoa, buddy.
Whoa, buddy. Listen to the sultry tones of whoa, buddy.
Whoa, buddy, ASMR. Whoa, buddy.
Whoa, buddy.
Hopefully it doesn't ruin the vibe on the mainstream. You get up and you're like, whoa, buddy. And you're like, what the fuck? I'm not dropping no 50 pack on this.
We need big support, guys. Josh is struggling out here. Fuck, having to live with Indians and shit. It's tough.
Life is suffering.
I'll tell you, I have one really positive Indian anecdote. Because people go, oh, you're so against them. I go to this Subway. There's this one Indian guy there, and he remembers me, and he remembers my order. He remembers everything. And he puts it together every time so good. And I'm like, wow, you're the best, bro. And it's like, there are good ones. They are out there. He's like the exceptional Indian guy. He remembers every Subway order. He knows me by name.
There's on an individual level, There are always good people in every group. The issue is that guy then goes home with his subway money and donates a percentage of it to a Hindu temple that then builds a giant monkey man statue that shoots out flame from his eyes directly across the street from where you live. You know what I mean? It's like that's the
This
issue.
sounds like a paranoid, schizophrenic right-wing fantasy, buddy.
Do you want me? Is that my cue to like bring up the giant monkey man statue in Texas?
Is there a giant monkey man statue that shoots fire?
Are you full? You don't know about the monkey man statue?
No, I don't fucking know. Like, I thought you were just a schizophrenic.
Full of shit. You know about the fucking monkey. There's no way you don't know about the monkey.
What sort of shit are we talking? This is like you didn't even know what Hamilton was.
Okay.
You uncultured Philistine. What?
Everybody knows. Everyone knows about the American monkey statue.
Monkey erected in Texas. What the fuck?
How is it? Literally, how is it possible?
Oh, buddy. I don't know, man. I guess I'm sleeping.
I've never noticed the squirrel at the bottom. See the squirrel?
Oh, wow. Why is there a little squirrel there?
I don't know. What's the significance of the squirrel?
I had no idea that they venerated squirrels.
That squirrel is like the size of like 5 adults standing on top of each other.
You know what? You're kind of starting to sell me on these Indians coming. If they're gonna build cool shit like this, they got like a fucking 30-foot tall golden squirrel god, buddy.
I'll tell you, the most offensive thing is that the largest Hindu temple, I think, in the world is in New Jersey.
What were they thinking? This is what's strange to me is they just go to these shitholes like fucking Canada. It's frozen. Fucking New Jersey. It's gross. Like the massive, majestic Hindu temple. Holy shit. We do have shit like this in Toronto. Like they do build stuff like this. The Buddhists also build stuff like this too.
What's so fucking offensive about this to me is that that's built with marble. Like how DC is built like in this Neo-Greek.
My question, yeah, I know. DC is like, you motherfuckers really think you are Rome. I was just at the Library of Congress. It was one of the most mind-blowing buildings I've ever fucking been in.
God damn it. Every time I've been to DC, it was on fucking Monday, and it's closed on Monday. I'm going to go see that fucking library. Mark my fucking words.
It's fucking amazing. I've never been to like Europe, like the Vatican, but I imagine, or the Parthenon, I imagine it's something like this. And this might even be grander than that. Like you almost feel like clouds are going to form and start raining down from above. Like I remember reading about, you remember like Hitler had the plan to build the giant fucking dome that was so big. That's what I felt like I was fucking standing in. It was fucking crazy, dude. But yeah, why can't we build shit like this anymore? Like why do Indians have to come and build shit like this? Like, what's going on?
It's an issue with civic participation. They did a study probably about 20 plus years ago where they looked at how people engage with their society around them, their immediate local civilization. And they discovered that as the amount of diversity increases, people don't engage their civics as much as they used to. They don't vote as often. And they also found it very perplexing that not only do white people not engage in civics as much, black people don't either. The more black a society is, the more likely they are to engage in clubs and nonprofits and church and stuff. But the more mixed that it is, the less that everybody participates in anything. So they discovered that mixed societies, and the cope of the guy that conducted this, the sociologist, was that this is a temporary thing, and it's like a smoothing over transitioning period. And then once it irons out to multicultural communist paradise, everything's fine. And it might take a couple decades. That's how they concluded.
Maybe we just deserve to lose and go extinct, and then the Indians will build these wonders.
It does feel like that sometimes, but then you realize how fucking brown and gross they are. The real issue is that, like, when you see how they run their societies and how much they hate white people, it's like, you might as well just blow your brains out.
What's your hot new meme that's like the Jizra or what is it? The fucking their social system. I know the Jizra is like the Islamic submission tax, right? What's the hot new meme you've got?
Oh, Izat. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes,
Jizya this is actually really smart from the Muslims. In society, we learned that in the U.S. in particular, we learned that if we just tax things that we don't like, people will do what we want them to do anyways. So you can just pretend that it's just a tax and people still have freedom of choice, and then they'll just do whatever saves them money over time. Muslims learned this like 1,000, 1,500 years ago. and they just put a tax on all the people. And like, okay, well, you're totally free to be non-Muslim, but you owe us 15%.
You want to be a Christ fag? It's going to cost you 15%.
So you have the freedom. We're not going to encroach on your society or whatever. And then I was like, fuck, I don't like taxes. I guess Allahu Akbar. I'm going to convert to Islam.
Allahu Akbar. You get on your magic carpet. You go for a fucking ride at the voodoo. You wash yourself. Well, it is what it is.
In Indian culture, they got Izzat, which is like face. Apparently face is already a meme with the Chinese. But it's like 1,000 times worse than that, where it's just like everything they do is conditioned to play this invisible game of like sucking ass or getting your ass sucked. And that's like the number one thing that they're concerned with is this like game. And I think that's part of why Vivek is like so incapable.
Well, the way you've described it is like office politics in the United States is all about sucking ass. It's actually far more insidious. This Izzat system, which Kiwi Farms discovered. They're like the discoverers of this bold new social strata.
It's true.
It was whatever.
It was a guy laid this out in a post.
There was this incredible effort post that I was like mind blown. I was like, whoa, no wonder everything's so fucked.
Wonder how many views that thing has. Let's go find it real quick. I bet you it's like, I think it's over 5 million.
Dangerously close, my friend. Dangerously close.
To the point where the Hindustan Times now follows me and like writes articles about my tweets now.
Wait, hold on. I didn't know that. I didn't sign up for this. The Hindustan Times is going to write a hit piece on me?
It might.
You fucking...
Oh, I posted that article, the page from his book that I showed you. And the Times of India actually, I don't know if you've seen this, but I'll show it to you. It's the Times of India wrote an article and it directly included my tweet and said like, it portrays Ramaswamy as an extremely proud casteist, thus leading to comments such as talking about discrimination with zero knowledge. And Vivek is quite literally the worst type of human. And it was very offended that I had portrayed an Indian man in such poor quality.
You know what they say, when you get the most flack, you're right over the target, right? So I think you hit a sensitive spot. That's correct. And they're insecure about it and seething. But they're insecure about everything. They seethe about everything.
It's 6 million, by the way.
You just had to do it, didn't you? Don't you know that number is under trademark, buddy? You're going to have to take that up with Mossad, Josh. I don't know what to tell you. Gabe's coming.
So, yeah, the idea is that people in India, you have to always like go along with what they say if you're beneath them in the pecking order.
Yeah.
Or it's not like a strictly typed, oh, you're Brahmin, so you're always right. It's just sort of like, you are Tsar Elon Musk, you are very wealthy and respected, therefore you are always right, Tsar, and your ideas are always the best. Which is why they love like these billionaires like Trump and Elon, they love these guys. Because it was actually even a quote from Richard Nixon. There's a very famous quote where Richard Nixon says something like, the Indians are so sexless and disgusting. Oh.
Queer.
But in the full quote, he's actually talking to the evil motherfucker that everyone hates and hopes is burning. Kissinger. And Kissinger says something like, well, they've always been very good at sucking ass. That's how they've managed to stay. Like, that's what he says. Like, that's how they managed to.
I really love the Nixon administration because all those they're so fucking unhinged, all these tapes and shit. It's like crazy, dude. It really is.
He was the best president that we've had since JFK, I think.
I think he was the last. I always debate whether Nixon or JFK was the last real president. But of course, it's controversial in, I think, your circle because Nixon eliminated the gold standard, right? So
yes, Nixon was the residing president when Bretton Woods officially ended. But the problem is that the gold standard had already been destroyed long before Bretton Woods officially ended. Yeah. But Kissinger said something to the effect of the whole reason why India as a culture has been able to exist through domination from the Chinese and domination from the Mughals and domination from the British is that they are just incredible ass kissers, and they'll tell you whatever the fuck you want to hear. and that's how they managed to stay together. So even
That
in
makes
today,
sense.
it's like you have the billionaires and they play the Izot game, and the billionaires like, sorry, Elon Musk, oh, you want to colonize Mars, Sar? You want to launch these rockets, Sar? Wow, these AI, Sar, best I've ever seen. The AI, it generates the bubs and vagine. I take the child and I say, Grok, please put it in a 2-piece, and it does. It's like, wow, thank you, Sar, Elon Musk.
Okay, so let's get back onto this track of Felting Vivek, and you're gonna shill push.
See, okay, this is the thing. It's distinct from the Putsch campaign because the Putsch's campaign I'm a little bit concerned with. But what I would like to do, and this is the frustrating thing, is like to explain this is the most boring thing ever. So I have to be very concise. Okay, Alex Triantafilo is the head of the Ohio GOP. Question: how did he get this position? Answer: he was elected by the state central committee. There are one man and one woman in the SCC from every senatorial district in Ohio, so there's 66 in total, and they have to vote with a majority to get a chairman. And the thing is like nobody even knows who their SCC members are, right? So it's like this boring position that is like entirely political games. It doesn't really have any power except in like the internal workings of the Ohio GOP. But that's where like the actual levers of power are. The levers of power for deciding who runs, like when people get to the ballot, like, oh man, these guys both suck. Voting really failed. And it's like, well, the voting fails because you didn't pay attention to the primary, and you didn't pay attention to these boring ass seats nobody pays attention to. And it's like,
well, why would you?
Well, because now you have Vivek Ramaswamy, who's seemingly going to win gubernatorialship in Ohio, and the only reason why he wants to do that is to become president later. Like, that's why. You don't want President Ramaswamy, Rama Ding Dong. So if
it's coming.
No, bro. It's the end.
It's inevitable.
Hello, Sai.
Fear it, run from it. It comes all the same.
We are rebranding as the meritocracy of America. We are going to have the best and brightest.
The colorblind meritocracy of populism, sir. It is a merit-based system. That's it's coming.
It's
the Daily Wire said so, Josh.
We're going
you telling me Ben Shapiro's wrong?
We'll blow up the bridges and we're going to reduce this country to rubble. Nobody will want to come here. It's going to be nothing but rednecks with guns shooting at you.
Okay, so it's hard enough to get people involved in a presidential primary. You know, we're talking about a state level primary,
county level. It's even worse.
Oh my God. So it's already lost. This is like when you try and get people to donate with crypto, but go ahead. Tell us your latest doom scheme.
So there are 66 seats and 60-3 voted to endorse Vivek ahead of time. I've spoken to them, and their reasons for doing so are lackluster. They suck. I want to
What was the reason?
Oh my God. It's like the most incestuous politics ever. The current governor of Ohio is a guy called Mark DeWine or Mike DeWine. I think it's Mike.
DeWine. Yeah.
He's considered like a rhino. And his lieutenant governor is a guy called Jim Tressel. Jim Tressel was a Democrat who was a famous athlete coach for the state of Ohio's university. And so he was a very, very popular pick to be next governor. But because DeWine is a rhino and supposedly Tressel is a Democrat in disguise or whatever, the GOP, who are super Trumpers, were like, we got to put somebody out in front of DeWine before
Tressel. Okay.
Before Tressel, the lieutenant governor, makes a gubernatorial bid himself. And so they endorsed Vivek super, super early with the express purpose of making sure that a primary did not happen, because they were convinced that if Tressel ran, he would win the primary and he would win the governorship, and it would just be another 4 years or whatever of DeWine, which they did not want. So they did what they thought would be the most MAGA thing to do, which would be to endorse Vivek, because he used to be part of the Trump administration, and hopefully get him through, because it's Trump plus 11. What's the worst that could happen?
What was he in the Trump administration exactly?
For 3 months,
like an advisor?
The DOG, the Department of Government Efficiency thing that Elon was a part of. He was actually the co-admin of it. He was
Oh, he actually was. That's right.
he was supposed to be in equal strength to Elon himself in running this DOGE thing.
But it
And
wasn't even a real agency, was it? Like, it was
it's not a
some, like, bastardized offshoot
the,
of
the way that it works in the US is that to form an agency, the Congress has to pass something called an enabling act that gives the agency its governmental powers. No enabling act was passed, but the White House has the ability to create temporary boards which have certain executive responsibilities to help the president oversee the country. So he created
Oh,
this board that is a short-term thing that they just called a department, and that
yeah.
Elon and Vivek were supposed to head. Vivek stayed on that for only 3 months because he had already had his Christmas crash out tweet, and when they said
Yeah.
they tapped him for the governor bid in Ohio, he's like, "Fuck this shit," and
Was
left.
it basically to just get rid of this fucking guy? It's like, "Here's your
That's
bone, fuck
That's my
off."
thought, is
Like,
that he's such a fuck up. They were like, the issue is that he's also a
I
billionaire.
just
He's like an
the way I
unironic
sensed
billionaire.
it yeah, the way I sensed it was, like, he basically shat his pants on Christmas, and so did Elon, and they needed to just air the stench out,
That's
and they
right.
were like,
Elon was there
"Well."
stuck in was fucking Curry Jeet guarding, I think is what we came up with.
Yeah.
He was
No,
Jeet
it was
guarding.
like Elon came in and it was like a big setback right from the beginning before they even started anything. And it
Yeah,
was a big
it
fucking
was.
disaster. And I was like, okay, send them to Ohio. I don't give a fuck. And by the ways that you're describing this, it's like the guy running it is basically Vivek, but white and probably less based even than fucking Vivek. So it's not even going to be much fucking different anyway, except for the fact that we then elevate this guy's profile. But the way
Yes.
I look at it is the guy is so uncharismatic and such a fucking fumbler that we never have to fear him ever winning office of any real fucking kind, you
Well,
know?
if that happens, and here's the stakes. Here's where they've really fucked up to the point where it's like people in Ohio should be livid. If you live in Ohio, you should be livid at the GOP. The entire executive branch of Ohio is up for election this year. Um,
The
all
Supreme Court seats, yeah.
Yeah, the entire executive though, because they all hit term limits. So they're playing musical chairs. It's like this guy was in this office, is running for this office. Like they've all switched. Like when Putin and whoever the fuck Medvedev switched seats in Russia
Yeah, yeah.
briefly, they're doing that. So as a result, it means that all the seats are quote unquote open. So none of them will have incumbent next to their name when they go to vote. So if Vivek Ramaswamy it does terribly and depresses the Republican voter turnout, you might get a Democrat governor, you might get a Democrat secretary of state, you might get a Democratic attorney general, which would be terrible. You would get a Democratic auditor, and their current majority in the Supreme Court of Ohio is 6-1 because it's a partisan election for Supreme Court there. It could
Oh,
be 5-2 if they lose both seats. So it's like you could have a 7-0 Supreme Court in Ohio with a full Reds team MAGA, or you could fuck it up so bad nobody goes out to vote and you lose everything in one election. So they've really bet all their cards because people go out to vote for the president, and if the president's not on the ticket, they go out to
yeah.
vote for the governor. So it's like putting out this awful head of ticket is going to fuck up your whole state in one go, in one
Is
swoop.
the Senate seat up in Ohio
I think
in the
some of them are. It
midterms?
depends.
I
So
wonder what the congressional seats that are up if the Republicans are defending very many in Ohio in 2026. Of course, you know, if the leftists are correct, maybe there won't even be 2026 elections.
we can
Who
only hope.
knows? Whoa, buddy. No, you can't just suck dictator Don like that, buddy. He's Cheeto Hitler.
Cheeto
What if he
Hitler.
Cheeto fucking Hitler, buddy? He's gonna invade Canada.
Oh
Oh
no.
no. Anyway, but
Would you how honestly, if you woke up one day, let's just say it happened like in Half-Life 2, the 6-hour war, you walk outside, right? And there's American flags. Has your life changed in any meaningful way?
I don't know. I'm still gonna have to do Kino Casino.
Yeah,
You know, I don't
you'd have
know.
to do
Like,
it.
I guess I
You
guess
have to
there'll
do
be
a
less
really
risk
big
of
whoa,
me going
buddy.
to jail for it. I'll just go, whoa, buddy. I guess we're American now. I don't know. Like, I think things might get better. I don't know if they could get much worse.
You wouldn't even
But
have
of
to
course, they
change
can
your
always
fucking
do it.
phone number. You have +1 country codes. Like, your
Yeah.
phone number wouldn't fucking that's
Well,
how
because
literally your
we
life would change.
invented the telephone,
Don't
Josh.
even.
Alexander Graham Bell, a Canadian, invented the phone. You're welcome. Time zones invented by a Canadian, Sir Sanford Fleming. You're welcome. Star Trek, Captain Kirk, buddy, Canadian. You'd be surprised. Jeopardy, Alex Trebek,
That's
Canadian.
because you talked about the Jesuits. The Jesuit JQ is a meme. It's actually the Canadian Q.
How many Canadians are in right-wing politics? Like, what
It
the fuck?
isn't
It's
Lauren
like the
Southern
menace.
Canadian?
Lauren Southern's
what the fuck are you
Canadian.
doing?
Gavin McInnes is Canadian. Stefan Molyneux is Canadian. Black Pigeon Speaks is Canadian. Who else is fuck? There's
Armored
a
Skeptic.
lot. Skeptic. Well, Skeptic, right? Skeptic's just
He
like
was,
a
briefly.
schizo. He's fucked in the head. He was begging for food last time I saw. Fucking poor guy. Like, shit. But yeah, I don't know. Like, meaningfully, would it really make much difference in my day-to-day life? Probably not. I have no idea what would happen. Like, would the healthcare system still exist in Canada? Would it be privatized? What would happen? I don't know.
For most Americans, half of our budget goes to Medicare. I mean, I don't want to get on a huge tangent for this, but the way that we've done healthcare in the U.S. is the most retarded system in the entire world, where
Of course.
the bottom third of the country is all on Medicare, Medicaid. The top third can afford whatever the fuck they want, and then the actual middle class is just raped to death.
You're
basically.
just raped and fucking yeah. You have to basically, but that's how everything in society works. Is the middle just gets squeezed to provide for the poor who either don't work or don't give a fuck, and
it's really, really terrible in the U.S. And I think that's part of the reason why they import Somalis and Indians is because we have a country that disincentivizes labor. Like, you want to talk about venerating mediocrity. It's like it would benefit me more than anything to go S corp for all my assets and then pay myself below poverty level and just go on Medicare and try to make everything a business expense, because I get raped on taxes. I don't qualify for any kind of medical coverage. I don't qualify for any social benefits, and I don't qualify for any tax breaks, and I don't actually make enough to afford any kind of quality of life.
Josh, surely the invisible hand of the market will fix this.
There is no invisible hand of the market. It's been cut off.
The invisible hand of the market isn't jerking you off right now to your satisfaction?
The invisible hand of the market is like a shrunken monkey paw with like 2 wishes already gone. It's fucked. It's gone.
Is the solution to eliminate all regulations and all the government? Is that the solution?
Well, once we annex Greenland and Canada, and we're trying to figure out...
then we'll talk about that. I genuinely think that healthcare is just fucked. I don't think there's any way to do it properly. I really don't.
Well, the other issue is that in the United States, we have the medical authority, which is responsible for actually issuing medical licenses, and they don't like giving them to white people. So we have like 10% of all people who have medical degrees and have successfully completed shadowing and are fully ready to become doctors are not getting licensed just because the medical board doesn't want to create more doctors. And as a result, hospitals are put in a position where they don't have any fucking doctors. So what do?
Well, that's tough for you guys because we have even less because they all go to America to make 6 times more.
Yeah, exactly. They import
even you guys don't have shit.
All of our doctors, they will not give white people a license, but they will because the hospitals need doctors to complete shit, and they make so much fucking money because, just in case you don't know, in 1999, Rick Scott, yes, that one, the governor, the senator from Florida, he ran something.
He looks like a fucking human snake, doesn't he?
He is a snake.
Like, he looks like a fucking boa constrictor. Go ahead, anyway.
In 1999, he ran Healthcare America, the largest corporation of private hospitals in the United States, and he was sued by Medicare because he was charging the government 2 different rates. He would charge private payees and self-pay very little, and then he would charge the government exorbitant amounts of fucking money. And they would always pay because it's the government and they can't default. So they would pay out the ass. Every time a poor person or elderly person or TRICARE or whatever went to a hospital in HCA, they would bill them 10 times what they billed everybody else. The government said that's fraud. So HCA paid out the fucking nose to settle the largest fraud case in Medicare's history. And then they
But
got rid of Rick Scott. Rick Scott became governor of Florida. And then their solution at HCA to fix this issue with its Medicare system was to just charge everybody out the fucking nose. So now private insurance costs $1 trillion if you're a middle class American. If you're self-pay, you get raped. And if you're Medicare, they just charge you what they used to anyways, and nothing changes because you don't pay for medicine.
But hold on, I thought Obama fixed this long ago.
Obamacare, the only thing that they fixed with that is you can't be disqualified for pre-existing conditions. So now it's like multiple thousands of dollars a month if you want healthcare in certain areas.
Yeah, you're just still gonna get raped. And, okay, sir, you have fucking diabetes, fucking hearts. You're fucked. It's gonna be $3,000 or whatever. Fuck, you're felted.
Yeah, you have a $50,000 deductible or whatever the fuck.
And then I guess you can stay on your parents' insurance until you're 26 or whatever. But what's funny is that 2012 election, Obamacare was literally Mitt Romney's healthcare plan in Massachusetts. And then he ran against Obamacare, but it was functionally identical. Anyway, this is fucking...
Americans are retarded. That's why we're full of Indians now. Because the Indians say, "Sir, we will just scam and lie and cheat our way to the tippy top, and we'll do it for you. Don't worry, sir." And they're like, "Okay, great. That's what we need." We need somebody to defraud this fucking bullshit that we built and trapped ourselves in like a gilded cage.
I'm starting to think that we should just vote for Vivek and say, fuck it. We're taking the accelerationist pill. All right, I'm sorry. I got a shill for fucking against Vivek, guys. We want you all out there in Ohio.
The issue
you have
with
to get out there.
The accelerationist pill is that we're importing these people.
It's retarded. We win by losing. Yay!
We're going to import people from the most war-torn areas of the world. Jammu Kashmir, where the Sikhs are from, is like a flashpoint for World War III because you got 3 nuclear powers touching tips on this disputed piece of nothing. And the only reason why there hasn't been a full-scale nuclear war between Pakistan, India, and China is that there's nothing there. If they discovered that there's a giant-ass lithium deposit in Jammu Kashmir, you're going to see Islamabad and whatever the fuck in India just flattened with Chinese nuclear hellfire immediately.
Based.
So what I'm saying is you should become a lithium prospector and go to Jammu Kashmir and find some fucking lithium.
Is that what we do? What is it? LolCow LLC is going to invest in lithium?
I'm going to get you a degree in geology so that you can go to Jammu Kashmir and try to find some valuable mineral that China is willing to flatten Islamabad and
just out there with a fucking pickaxe. We're going to get it.
What's the capital of India? I don't know anything.
Isn't it Delhi?
Is it New Delhi? I don't think so.
I think is it Mumbai? I think it's New Delhi.
Capital of India. New Delhi. I can't believe you knew that. Okay. You know more about Indians than I do from osmosis.
Well, I used to study the Atlas every goddamn day.
Is that true?
Yeah, no, I would read the Atlas for fun. So people are like, "Oh, how did you know about Central Asia and what resources?"
Yeah, I heard you talking about Kyrgyzstan, you fucker. Why do you know about Kyrgyzstan?
I thought it was fun back then to read the Atlas, and my Atlas that I had, this illustrated Atlas, had the resources of each country displayed on it. So you see, they have wheat here, they have cotton here, they have oil reserves here and stuff like that. And
this
I thought
is a complete aside from India. But did you know that in that region, when it was a part of the Soviet Union, they diverted water resources to make the cotton farms? And those water resources ended up not going to the Caspian Sea, which is why the Caspian Sea no longer exists. It's one of the largest.
Is it the Ural Sea you're talking about, or the Caspian Sea?
You're right, you motherfucker in your Atlas.
The Ural Sea
basically no longer exists. Yeah, and it's they consider it the largest man-made ecological disaster in history because they just completely obliterated this inland sea.
Fire. And then there's this area in Central Asia. I forgot which country. It's just totally on fire all the time because of the chemical mining there. What's it called?
No, it's not. It's not a mine. It's just a naturally occurring phenomenon where there's an exposed hole, and there is a methane thing that just arises from the pocket there, and it's collapsed because it's gas underneath it. And at some point, it just caught fire. So now you just have this ring of fire.
It won't extinguish, and it's just on fire forever. I think it's the Gates of Hell, is it called, right? Or something like that.
It's like a tourist place.
It's like all those countries are total fucking shitholes. I think Alexander the Great's horse is supposed to have come from there, like Turkmenistan or something like this.
Well,
They have,
Central
like, the
Asia
best
all used to be a
horses.
part of Mongolia.
Yeah,
So the
they have, like,
steppes
the
go all the
best
way
horses.
go from like all the way from current modern day Mongolia down to like Vladivostok, and then all the way west to like Ukraine and Central Asia.
I gotta say, I think that's probably like the most obscure part of the world, isn't it? That no
There's
one
nothing
cares
there.
about. Yeah, maybe
It's
like some like oceanic islands or something are talked about less, maybe. But at least like
Yeah.
people vacation there, maybe, you know.
Yeah.
Like some Central African shithole. But like those, like people will like raise awareness for it and be like, there's child soldiers and in mines. Blah, blah, blah.
It's true. Africa is more, I don't know. I think they have more heavy metals and stuff. They have like uranium and
South
platinum.
America like falls off, doesn't it? Like you never hear about anything that goes on there. It's like, oh shit, we invaded Venezuela.
Well, after all the Germans took over Argentina, they're like, okay, let's just not do anything ever, and they'll forget about us.
Answer it definitively now, once and for all, as like the patriarch of the internet. Are Argentinians white?
A lot of them are. A lot of them are. Dude, they have like actual German towns that speak German and teach German in Argentina.
You're gonna tell me Italians are white? Really?
Hey now. As a proud 23% Italian, okay.
Whoa. You're kidding, right?
No, I'm actually Italian. Sorry. I hope you didn't have to find out this way.
Oh my God. Nobody. It's explaining so much.
My maternal grandfather was raised in a house that spoke Italian, and he forgot all of his Italian as he grew up.
What a tragedy.
I know.
Can you imagine? You were like, bibbidi bobbidi, a pizza spaghetti. Oh, I'm Joshua. You could have been that guy. You could have had your own pizza fucking business. Your pizza day. No wonder you had to have pizza you were Italian. It's in your blood.
Exactly.
Did you hear quartering out, did you? You may not have heard this on fucking last night's Kino Casino.
Sorry, quartering, is that Indian guy?
The quartering, sir. Do you want the quarter? He said that pizza is a staple of his diet, and he has it 3 times a week.
Based.
3 days, guys. It's no longer just pizza. It's pizza days. Not just pizza days in a daze from all the pizza. Sometimes having alcohol withdrawals. Buddy, it's all fucking cope. He says he's cutting out pizza February 1st. But it's like, you're cutting out pizza the week of the Super Bowl? I'll fucking believe you fat fuck. He's talking about he's cut alcohol now, but he said he got blackout on New Year's. So he successfully quit alcohol for 6 days, and he's like, yeah, I'm having like serious medical issues from alcohol withdrawal, and I don't know what the fuck. I can't sleep and shit. I'm like, bro, like, how much were you fucking drinking? Yeah, like, fuck, man. I'm a little worried about Jer. Jer Bear is in trouble out there, you know? Fuck.
Six is also reporting that he's dying of alcohol, right?
He's lying. The girl that lives with him said in the thread that he hasn't been diagnosed with anything and that he hasn't been to the doctor. The cops apparently did a wellness check yesterday, and apparently Styx's every thought is about suicide, according to Nikki, the one with the hairs on her chinny chin chin and fucking, you know.
The goat-pilled woman.
That thread is such a mess, bro. I don't even know. Like, it's like 10 new pages, and it's just all the exes.
Should I demand someone do something about it, or should I just leave it as it is?
No, I don't even know. Like I said last night, we all washed our hands of it and gave up. Like, it's so fucked. I don't even know. They're all in there talking about like which would eat the other one's pussy and shit like this. And Nikki's like saying she's going to eat Sam's pussy. Well, that was like 12 pages ago, which was yesterday.
Is that one woman still stripping in it?
Yeah, she showed her ass, and then because I don't even know why. And she was in our chat last night, and I called her out, and she's like, "Well, I promised to do it." Why did you promise to do it? And also, you know, you could just not do it, even if you promised to do it. But there she was, posting her bum in all its glory on the Kiwi farms.
Thereby giving me an irrevocable permanent license to use in conjunction with the service for all the time.
Oh.
It's in the terms of service.
I don't know if Oh, geez, I don't know if you should say stuff like that. Just fool them like Jugal does and Meta and shit.
It's right.
Don't tell them that.
Look, I'll give you it's like one paragraph, the terms of service. If you post something on the site, I get to use it forever.
There you go. Well, Sam, Josh owns your ass now, bish. Oh no. Oh no. All right, so Vivek, we have to stop the menace. We have to flush it down. We're really off track.
It's
The
okay.
Putschker. The
Yeah, Casey
Putschker.
Push. So Vivek's campaign manager, I was talking to a woman that was one of the people that voted for him to get endorsed, and she told me that she had serious fucking problems with him, but just hates Mike DeWine that much that she voted to oust Tressel from the run. And she said that he doesn't listen to feedback. They'll hear things that he says, and they're like, "This is a disaster. You can't say that to people in Ohio." And they'll tell him, and nothing happens, and he keeps being a retard. And she lamented. She's like, we have people here that want to help him win, but he doesn't listen to us. And his campaign manager is Indian. So he's hired like his Indian friends to run his campaign so he can, of course, pay them out through the campaign funds for the job well done. And, as a result, they don't give a fuck what white people have to say. But you're in politics, right? You have to convince people that you have to at least pretend to give a fuck. And it's so obvious that Vivek doesn't even want to pretend to give a fuck because all he's doing, like for instance with Doge, the only reason why he took that position with Elon Musk was to get some credentials that he had been a part of a government thing. He has government leading experience, and now he's qualified to do other stuff. Other stuff would be governor. And then after 4 years of that, he would run in 2032, right?
3 months of being Elon Musk's personal butt boy entitles you now to executive power in Ohio.
Well, evidently, probably a little bit premature on that. That's even something that I wrote on the new.gop site as like part of his bio is like he took this job just to get government experience, and then he dumped it after 3 months to go for low hanging fruit that he thought he could get easily. So it's like you can't even trust him to do the fucking job. Like if there are things that he likes, that you want him to do, well, too fucking bad. He might get distracted by some other shiny object.
But Josh, he's a billionaire. He built his business from nothing. He's a big success, surely. We can trust him.
So
this is your opportunity to tell us he's a scammer. Yes.
So the first time he made a bunch of money, his mother is, I think, a doctor. She's like a scientist. And he went in to form a company. He owns a company called Roivant. I should explain that Roivant, all of his companies are named Vant because it is effectively Vant in the Sanskrit language is effectively the word holding in English. So you would say like XYZ holding company. So Roivant just means return on investment holding company. In all of his other in all of his subsidiary companies are some other like holding company. My favorite one is Datavant, which I'll explain in a second. But his first one, Axavant, they don't invent medicine. He talks about how he invents medicine and saves lives, but what he does is he buys shelved drugs, the rights to molecules that have been discovered by Pfizer and Moderna, and then there's some other medical company that Axavant bought from. It's like a long ass German name of like 4 different people put together.
Mm-hmm.
But he buys the rights to them, and then he gets people to invest in his company and uses those investment dollars to develop the drug and put it through FDA trials. And it's effectively Boss Man Jack, but he's gambling with other people's money, is the nicest way to describe it. He has a molecule. He has a good idea, for whatever reason, that molecule might become an effective treatment for some kind of long-term disease. So then he asks people, I need $100 million to put this through phase 3 trials. And then if he can convince people to give him money, which, by the way, when you go to Harvard and Yale and have a bunch of connections with billionaires, it's easier to do for you because you are nepotistic as fuck. You then take their money. They own a part of your company. And without having developed any kind of discovery yourself, you then just put it through statistical trials to come up with hopefully a working medicine that the FDA lets you put inside of people. And if you do get this, you are on the gravy train. But even then, once he has a molecule, he doesn't just use it and produce. He doesn't even produce the drugs. He sells the rights to this now FDA-ready molecule that he owns the rights to in one of his Vant companies to an actual pharmaceutical company, which then produces the drugs, but pays him out up front a huge amount of money.
So he's just a middleman.
Yes, all he's doing is government compliance.
And somehow he became a billionaire off this.
Yes. So Axivent was the first one he did. He only did this one time, I think, because there was so much fallout for it. But he made this company. He made his mother a part of the development team, and he made his brother the vice president of like business stuff, and paid them out $500,000 and gave them another $400,000 worth of stock options at 90 cents each. Then they bought a molecule from Pfizer that had already failed trials 3 different times. His mother then led another trial, another like test of this molecule, which had very promising results. So charming young brown man Vivek Ramaswamy gets on news and starts talking to Jim Cramer. It's like, oh my good sir, I have found the cure to dementia, sir. This will be the biggest drug release in the history of all humankind, sir.
Theranos tier scammery, you know.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So then people literally pull money out of their IRA. You know, they sell their holding and they buy into this IPO when it launches. It goes from 90 cents when he was giving stock options to his family to $30 in like a month. It was the largest IPO of a pharmaceutical in the history of the stock market.
And they bought and then they rug pulled it, didn't they?
So it got all the way up to $2 billion. And Vivek Ramaswamy sold part of his investment company that owned. Now, this is the real fucking thing that he says that pisses me off. He says, sir, I never sold any Axivent stock, sir. That is a lie, sir. Who told this lie, sir? He owned the parent company, and he sold the parent company to Viking Capital, who gave him tens of millions of dollars. Now, he can say, I never sold any Axivent, sir. That is a lie. He sold the company that owned Axivent. So it's the same fucking thing, but he's going to play like word games that he never did this. So of course he made $50 million or whatever, I think 40 million. And he released his tax records to epically. He's like, I will release all my tax records. I will be the most transparent presidential candidate in history. Here are my tax records. So now we can prove that he made $37 million the exact same year that this IPO went public. Because we know that he sold part of Roivant to Viking Capital. Then, of course, it goes through trials and it fails because it had failed 3 times before. Why would it fail when the 4th time? Who knows?
Well, yeah.
So the company was, as it's a Vant company, it was a holding company for this drug. Well, that's all it is the rights to this drug. Well, the drug doesn't fucking work, so you can't do anything.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it crashes. But of course, people are rug pulled, so they're holding on. By the time that his family could have legally sold that drug, it was still worth $5. So even though most people lost a lot of their money, his family that had gotten stock options in the company still made 5 times their money, and they had been given $400,000 worth of stock options and made millions of dollars just from that, not including their salaries.
I'm already voting for Vivek. You don't have to sell me on it. The scam king.
So he gets $40 million from this shit, right? All of his family, they got millions of dollars. They don't have to work anymore. They can go to Kerala or whatever and live as Kangs, live as Brahmin should in Cincinnati.
Now, how do we do this scam?
Dude, I looked into it. The hard problem, and this is what he solves by being a high IQ and very well-connected person, is that he gambles with other people's money. It is convincing institutional capital to give him $100 million to, number one, buy the drug, and then number 2, actually develop it. Because the other thing that he did
the real problem is right now we're struggling to convince people to give you $5.
It's true.
It's
true.
And they're like, can you put it on sale? You know? It's like, God damn it. What the fuck? Anyway.
So after he did this, and I guess proved to people he can make money, because they probably looked at this as, oh, congratulations on ripping all these fucking boomer retards off. That's very impressive. Okay, we'll trust you to make money in the future. He did it again. Now, this time he didn't need to do an IPO. And the IPO, I think he realized that it brings so much heat. Like, you have all these people that lost all their fucking money, so they're pissed. If only 5 companies lose $100 million, well, you got 5 people mad. Who gives a fuck? It's 5 people, as opposed to like thousands. So the next time he did it, he just did the exact same thing. But this time he had a process set up. He had institutional investors. He didn't go IPO, and they bought a drug from, I believe, Pfizer. And the reason why they had shelved this drug is it was promising, but they had found another drug that they wanted to develop instead. So instead of developing two drugs and going into competition against themselves with two products, they developed one drug and put it out to markets. And then they sold it to Vivek, the alternative, for $5 million. He then spent $100 million of institutional investment to develop the second drug that they weren't interested in anymore and prove that it was actually a good treatment for some condition I forget. But then once they had a working drug, and it's a treatment drug for like a lifelong condition. That's the big dollars. That's the golden calf, right? Or the golden goose. So he took this drug and sold it to a Japanese pharmaceutical company for, I think, $6 or $8 billion. And then that flows back into the investors. I think Pfizer, as part of the deal of selling it to them for only a couple $1 million, they owned like 40% of that company. So Pfizer got however many $1 billion. But then Vivek Ramaswamy and Roivant, they got however many $1 billion from that as well. And so they did it again. They bought a drug from Pfizer again that looked promising.
So at no point during any of this did he ever actually invent any drugs.
Never invented any drugs. Never produced any drugs.
Insulin and giving it away for free, which again is Canadian. You're welcome. But this motherfucker is literally just like scalping this dog shit from Pfizer. Like Pfizer's just unloading their dog shit bags to this guy.
He's basically gambling.
Institutional backing. It's crazy. Why couldn't we be born rich? Like, what the fuck, man?
I know.
Like,
this is why the rich get richer. By the way, if you're listening right now and you happen to be a holder of Anthropic stock, which isn't IPO'd yet, I want Anthropic stock.
None of these fuckers own stock. What are we talking about?
Rich people, they never spend money on gumroads. Poor people spend money on gumroads and they sub-bomb and shit. Rich people, they put their money back into fucking Anthropic stock and they never let go. And they just keep making trillions of dollars and get richer and richer.
We need to find some rich people that we can scam, Josh.
It's true. We should PPP. How do we scam people out of their money? Here's what we need, sir. We need a skilled Indian businessman who can pinpoint the most precise scamming positions in Canada and America. Maybe there is some way we can open oh, by the way, all of his companies are based in the Bahamas or Bermuda. It's in Bermuda. So it's not even like an Ohio company.
Like, what are we doing? Like, why don't we have LLCs and secret Bahamian bank accounts in the Cayman Islands?
Fucking cattle, PPP. We're goy cattle.
We're literally just tax slaves.
Tax cattle. Moo.
Here's all your profits to fucking the tax man.
Don't even. I had to pay taxes.
It's all gone.
I had to pay taxes. It's like I didn't make that much fucking money.
You think I'm doing okay? No,
they're taking a third of that to give to black people who are just scamming and we know they're fucking scamming. Everyone knows they're fucking scamming. I don't get health insurance for free. I don't get shit for free. People say, "What about the roads suck? Aren't you glad that you?" No, matter of fact, the roads suck.
Private solution to roads or policing or fire departments, Josh.
The state pays a quarter of the fucking roads anyways. I would gladly pay 10% in state tax to not have to pay 30+% in federal.
Toll roads, buddy? You're going to be a toll cop,
I already know. Florida has toll roads. I have a fucking sun pass.
Florida toll roads are so insidious. Although it's not that bad. It's like $1.50 or some shit.
Dude, just get rid of... I'll gladly put a fucking sun pass in my mirror if it means I don't have to pay federal income tax. It's like $5.
Like, I'd fucking pay the tolls if it kept all the retards out. Like, we need to get like good road. Like here,
that's the secret. That's the secret. You put a $50 toll on all the roads into Florida, and then they just stay the fuck out. Nobody's going to Florida anymore.
Yeah, fuck them. But I don't know. No, at a certain point, it's like. Florida's like, we're eliminating property tax. We're like, what's like sales tax? Like, they're going to eliminate. How are you going to fucking pay for anything? You know, like, is it just all going to collapse? I don't know. But you'll say, like, well, you know, we were a country for 200 years before income tax and all this bullshit and da 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 da. So who knows? Maybe it'll work out.
So
I,
my thought for a scam is that we can
here we go.
we'll set up a company in Bermuda and we will sell theoretical titles to land in Greenland for when America takes it over. You're going to have all these thousands of acres of land. So we'll sell claims that we
So
promise that
you're like
upon
the Lord. It's like that scam that they were running on YouTube. Do you remember what was it?
the moon.
No, where you could buy like supposedly you were a lord in
Oh,
Scotland and you
yeah.
owned like
Look,
a square foot of land and it was like a birthday present you would give people for $50.
I will personally promise that when Greenland is annexed, we will negotiate on behalf of our shareholders with the United States government to sell that land to our shareholders.
Hmm.
And make
I
sure they
think
get what
we
they
need to
deserve.
start selling water filters. Kiwi
Water
Farms
filters.
brand water filter, buddy. We're gonna go out door to
The
door
the issue is
and
that
we're gonna
physical
sell these
products have a lower
filters.
margins, okay?
Not true, Josh, because what you do is once you put one of these products in these fuckers' homes, you just start raising the price 3.5% every fucking year, compounding, and just rape them on their monthly fucking payments to where they pay like $10,000-$20,000 for $1,000 water filter, and you just fucking squeeze them. We got to sell, like, the real money is in furnaces, though. If you can sell one of these idiots a furnace, it's just dirty. These motherfuckers, bro, will put a lien on your home with these furnaces and just take your fucking house when you can't afford their fucking payments on the furnace. It's crazy.
I was thinking, how do we scam Indians? Is there like a way I can make KiwiFarms.in and somehow profit off the existence of
They're,
Indians? I've come to the
listen,
conclusion there's no way to scam Indians. They have no money.
no. Well, they have some. We have to scam in volume. We have to scam the scammers. This is where like CoffeeZilla, all these guys who like expose the call centers, we need to go to India and fucking scam them. We got to go over there and find a way to siphon what little they have into our coffers on a mass scale. I'm not sure. Like, there's got to be somebody over there that knows how. You know what I'm saying? We just got to get the right connections.
Yeah. Well, okay, how about this, right? You find these call centers and you start disrupting their operations somehow, and then you charge them to stop doing it. Like, you want to continue to
That's
scam
good.
old people?
That's like the mafia extortion tactics. Listen,
No.
we're gonna need to cut off the top of the scam, or
In
we're
order
gonna
for it
shut you
not to
down.
be extortion, you also need to run another company. It's like DEI. You have to extort them like DEI. Like we're doing like, okay, you want to run this call center. We need you to invest some money into our call center reputation firm, because otherwise we're pretty sure you're a scammer. You know, we're disrupting the scam.
Listen, you've been a good boy for so long. It's now time for the corrupt, insidious sales influence to come to you and for you to just decide to be greedy. The whole world shits on you every day. It's time to go out there and take a shit back on them and get what's yours. You can spend their money better than they can, Josh. Let's be real. A fool and their money are easily parted. There are wolves and sheep. Which are we going to be? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Well, how's Kino Casino working out?
You know what? I'm really enjoying it. I scam these idiots. They have no idea what's going on. It's great. They just keep giving me money. I can't believe it.
They just keep
I can't,
sub bombing me. I
they
had a
just
guy.
keep giving money.
They recently added this thing called Kicks, and someone gave me a grenade, and I had to like pull out like a fucking map and figure out what the fuck is a grenade worth. It's like $500 in Kicks.
I haven't got one of those yet.
You haven't gotten a grenade, buddy?
Got like the fucking $100 one. You're telling me there's a $500 one?
It's a big grenade.
I'm gonna
It's
go
called
through
Boom.
the list like right now. Like
Maybe it's the
busted
$50
fuse,
one.
what's going on? Shy Stein, what's going on, buddy? Like Kitty, Gunt Ranger, DJ Ray, Theodore Feezer. When are you guys gonna have to step up? We can't be grenadeless. Like, I'm naming and shaming. We're auditing the whales right now.
I mean, it's a little bit crazy.
A live audit.
If Josh, not even really a proper grifter, if you want to know the truth about it, is getting the grenades, but you know the support's just not there, fellas.
It's Josh's honesty and integrity that's led to this.
No, that's a good joke.
Nice guys don't finish last after all. Damn it. It's not right. You don't even shake a tin can and do goals. Here I am debasing myself in the gutter for nickels on the daily, and you get the fat stacks. What's going on?
I open Kick to try and figure out how much a fucking grenade's worth, and the first thing I see is like this like Russian plastic surgery hoe with like excessive cleavage, and she has like 100 viewers. Why is this on the front fucking what fucking Kick.com Indian moderator gooner saw this shit? And was like,
That's
yeah,
great.
I'm
It's just
featuring
like
this.
a site by degens for degens. It's basically just like the site for the scum of society. You want to jerk off to women in bikinis? We got it. You want to gamble your life savings away? We got it. You want to listen to a fat retard and a cokehead retard fucking laugh at locals? We got it. You want to see some retard go out in public and hassle people? We got it. You want to see someone get shot at? We got it. Like, let's go. We got it all. We even have gay game streams.
Here's a question for you. Now that I think about it, why are there no Indian streamers? I can't name a single Indian streamer.
They're Rizless. They're literally auraless and Rizless. Like,
such an elegant solution.
It's just like, listen, like there's two types of streamers, you know. People either follow people that are like them or people that they want to be like. And Indians are neither. Even other Indians are like, shit. Like, in their mind, they're like, I'm way better than that fucking guy. I don't want to be that guy. So they're not.
What is Urdu? That's the Indian language, right?
I don't know, man.
You're a Canadian. You should know this. It is. I think Urdu is
it's mandatory now in Canadian class to learn this, but I graduated before.
There's a guy called Bullet Punjabi who is a Hindi Desi Pakistan Paradisar Urdu Punjabi. And
was that a sentence?
Possibly.
Or were you just like making clicking noises like an African tribe undiscovered?
He has 100 viewers and he's playing GTA in Urdu. And so there is one. He has a cap one that says New York and he looks black. I think this guy might literally be half black, half Pakistani, which is probably the most cursed.
That's so unfortunate, bro. My condolences on your racial handicap, my dude. I hope you figure it out.
It's like those advertisements in India where they sell like skin whitening cream. Like, you gotta get this shit.
Yeah. And they sell fucking bronzer to us. We always think the grass is greener on the other side. But at the end of the day, inside, we're all red. You know, inside, we all bleed the same colored blood. There's only one race, Josh. The human race. Isn't that right, bud?
Yes,
we can all get along.
We're all the same.
We can hold hands. We all love each other. Our differences are just merely skin deep. Okay?
You know, the whole sorry, this is like a complete aside, but the whole like subclass of like wannabe gangbangers who live in GTA 5 online is like one of the most pathetic things I've ever seen.
What? You're not doing GTA roleplay streams, buddy?
It's such a popular thing, and then you watch them, and they're just like the biggest fucking losers, and you're like, who the fuck is into this shit?
It's been Warski's plan. This is our like retirement plan is when GTA 6 comes out, we're going to become GTA RP players, and we're just going to make so much money, and then we never have to deal with the scum of the earth again. And we're going to be walking on clouds.
Okay, this is our scam. This is it. This is how we do it.
We get you in there.
You guys stream this shit and you get it. I'll mod GTA 6 for you and pimp it out, and then we'll sell like shark cards or whatever the fuck, and we'll make $10 trillion.
It's too bad that by the time it's out, we'll already have snaked each other. So the show will be over. In 2035, when the game finally comes out, we'll be sworn at. Curse you, Josh Moon!
It'll be like
I fucking hate you, Josh. Your dick doesn't work, motherfucker.
I think it's where it's like at the end where he has the money in the bag and he's going to the airport with his girlfriend and he has to like choose if he wants to stay on the way to the airport or like take a tent like to go kill that guy in the hotel. And then it's like it gets super dark because he makes like the wrong path. It's like you could have made it, bro. You could have made it to the GTA 6 promised land and made $10 trillion.
We're gonna have to hold it together, buddy. We're gonna have to keep pumping these out until GTA 6, and that's where we're gonna make our bag, bro. We're gonna be grinding GTA 6 online RP on Kick 24 hours a day. And everybody's like, why is it called Kino Casino Gaming? Why is it called Kino Casino Gaming? You guys don't even play games. It's all part of the long game that Warski came up with. People don't realize Warski's true genius. He came up with the ultimate exit scheme, the GTA 6 RP. It's coming. It's on its way. And then I won't have to yell at iDubbbz again.
You'll probably still do it.
You think so? I just do it for the love of the game. I really do.
iDubbbz will join your roleplay server so you can just shoot him.
Oh my god, yeah, he's gonna roleplay as a cock in the corner.
And these will be all tatted up in game and shit.
Where the white women at? Yeah, give me that Anissa OnlyFans pussy, bitch. Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Bull. And he's in the corner like it's fucking the GTA cock roleplay sesh. And people are going to pay out the ass. Okay, what's next? The Putsch campaign. How do we donate?
Donate? Look, if you're in Ohio, you can't donate because you're poor. So listen, this is what you got to do.
Oh, no.
Vivek Ramaswamy has raised $10 million for his campaign. Okay, $10 million. And almost all of that comes from another billionaire called David Yass. Like Yas Queen Slay.
Yeah, I was gonna do it. Yeah.
Yas Queen. Yas Vivek. Yas Slay. So he donated $10 million dues to this shit. And I did the math. Okay, I crunched the math. If you want to compete with the $10 million campaign war fund, you need like 300 people doing face-to-face.
Get knee pads and suck dick
no,
on the side of the road until we get the money.
No, this is more embarrassing. This is you need 300 people doing several hours of face-to-face canvassing. Each person you talk to.
We're talking to Kiwi Farms and Kino Casino people.
Well,
do you think they're going to go talk to people outside?
Unless, see, this is the issue. Do you want to be ruled by Jeets or not? This is the sacrifice that's required of you.
Oh, no, not social interaction, man. All right, go ahead.
It's like a couple minute interaction with a voter saying, don't vote for this fucking Jeet, vote for this other guy. That is worth $200 of advertising money. And they're actually more likely to do it than if they just saw $200 worth of advertisements. Like the advertisements required to get someone not to vote for that guy at that point is a lot more. So if you get 300 people who are doing a couple hours of face-to-face every week, you can theoretically get the 65,000 face-to-face interactions required to compete with a $10 million war fest. So it's not actually an enormous, insurmountable amount of effort.
You're saying we basically just need to be like Leonidas and assemble the brave 300 at Thermopylae to defend the pass
Cincinnati.
Against
the 300 of Cincinnati. Yeah.
The 300 of Cincinnati that are going to go out and knock those fucking doors. I'm going to organize the door knocking team. I'm going to scream at them in business meetings. Coffee is for closers. What the fuck? Where are the donos at? You fucking promised me $2,000 this week, Josh. What the fuck? That's what it's going to be. We're going to scream at these cunts, and they're going to produce results. There's no excuses.
Get
the country's at stake.
You're closer to Ohio than I am. You can go down there.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to fucking go out there, and I'm going to tell people.
Is it like a terrorism offense for a Canadian to start canvassing for an American politician? Will you get arrested for that?
We're going to have to ask ChatGPT. Maybe they'll know.
Yeah.
Door knocking is borderline illegal anyway. It's like the shadiest shit that you could possibly imagine. So, who really cares?
The other thing is, I think a lot of these seats are uncontested. So if I had my way, every single one of the 66 would be contested. Because they usually have to spend like $5,000 to $10,000 on their campaigns. Just if there's another person there, they have to swing enough people to actually just not lose their seat to random chance. So I'm trying to get people to run in every district, man and woman. So there's 66 competitors. Because then if you do the math, if they're spending $5,000 per chair, that's like $300,000+ just to keep their incumbents in, and that's really funny to me. Is because the requirement to get on the ballot, as I swear to God, 1, you have to live there. 2, you have to get 5 signatures from people who are registered to vote that live there. That's it.
Can we get potentially criminal Sean to organize this?
I keep messaging that fat fuck, and he doesn't commit to shit. He says that he's been involved in county politics and all this other stuff, and I'm like, bro, you got to get the fuck out there. I even messaged the Board of Elections in his area, and I'm like, is anybody running? And they said, nobody is fucking running. You have a wife, you know 5 people, you can get these signatures in one day, and you can be potentially the only people running for this fucking seat. And he hasn't committed to it. This fucking lazy piece of shit.
There's one miscalculation you made, Josh.
He's fat.
It's that Sean's too busy eating ham sandwiches, man. He just can't put down the ham sandwiches. And, bro, once you're on that ham sandwich kick, it's hard, bro. Like, they have them now at Walmart, these honey glazed hams, like pre-ready, pre-sliced. And you just fucking scoop it, put it on the sandwich.
It is very tempting. You go to like Walmart or Publix or something, and they got all that deli shit that's like hot and ready, like ready to go. Like, fuck, man, I could eat some fried chicken right now.
It's like fucking $8. Like, what a value. Holy shit.
I went to Chick-fil-A and my order was like $8. I'm like, really? Did you get everything? All I got, I just got like a sandwich meal. And I'm like, did you get everything? And they're like, yeah.
Because it wasn't DoorDash this time.
Hey, I don't get DoorDash, okay? I don't believe in that. And I can't do it anymore because there's those MC Jarbo songs where he talks about like coming in the food, and it's just completely ruined DoorDash.
It was MC Jarbo's psyop against DoorDash, eh? He got you.
He did. It's a very vile song, okay? It's very visceral. And at the time, I was overseas, so I had never had DoorDash before, and it was several years after that I even had the opportunity to get DoorDash. And then all I can think about is the MC Jarbo song where Jarbo's coming into the food.
Europe really is a third world country. There's no DoorDash.
They have other.
There's
services.
No skip.
It's just not DoorDash.
What the fuck, man?
They have
Uber Eats? Uber Eats?
No, they have like every country has its own thing. I can't remember what it was. Like Lieferando or something was the one in Serbia.
Lieferando
or Zolt or Volt, I think was the name of it.
Oh my god, man! No wonder it didn't catch on. What sort of names are these, man? What the fuck? Okay, so is this it for the Vivek? Did you get in your talking points? Are you going to talk about we're building the war cast?
It took me 2 hours and 15 minutes, but yeah, I covered the very basic outline of the Vivek thing. I went to.
You got your medical Reddit?
Yeah, let me find it. Sorry.
All right. I'm trying here. You know, it's tough out in this motherfucker. We basically have admitted to being full on charlatans. I think this might end our careers. I don't know. Do you think we can get away with it?
I think so.
Probably. If we got away with all the stuff we got away with so far, what's like a few more scams, you know?
There was a guy. We have Indians on the forum now who get upset.
No, it's gone to shit, hasn't it?
It's ruined.
There goes the neighborhood. Like, you can't even segregate Kiwi farms? Go ahead.
There was a guy who we have. I don't know if you know this, but on the forum, we basically have like an autonomous zone that's managed by women, and I let them ban whoever they want, basically. So, in the women autonomous zone, an Indian posted in the man hate thread, which is like their bent zone for like they see shit by men on the internet that pisses them off, so they say like, God, men fucking suck. That's basically the thread. It like infuriates people. Like they see this thread and they see like this post and like, oh my God, I have to correct these bitches right now. And it infuriates the most the Indian men. There was a guy called Giorgio Cocklord, which I think
they have the lowest SMV, right? So they're just seething because they're not getting any pussy ever.
Have you ever seen those montages of like college women saying like, I would never date an Indian man?
Of course.
Oh, to circle back to something I mentioned 2 hours ago. Remember Sagittarius Shoddy? There was a point to that story before I was interrupted.
What is this Sagittarius Shoddy obsession? Like, is this like a fetish or what's going on?
You have to see her. Right. I can't spell Sagittarius. Give me a second.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Okay, so let me just show you.
No wonder we're not rich. No wonder.
This is a great picture of her. I think this sums her up quite well. Okay. So this is Shoddy. She's
Oh, I see why you like this
Shut
woman.
up.
Yeah, I see why. Would you care to share with the class, Josh?
So she's a wretched hoe, okay?
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
in one of her recent videos, she was talking about how because there's so many Poojites in Canada now that she gets Canadian clientele as a prostitute. Or
She's a
sorry,
prostitute?
when I said she's a fat hoe, I wasn't joking. She's a literal
Wait, so
prostitute.
she actually gets people to pay her for her body?
Yeah, that's her job. She does OnlyFans and she's a hoe, and she will ask the black guys that pay for her if she can shoot content for OnlyFans.
Okay, black men are down bad for white women. Like, as long as your skin is white, like, you could be look at this. You could be like fucking bedridden, fucking 900 pound. Like, they're like, shit, shawty, you a fucking tight one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tyrone coming up in here. Okay.
So she gets Indians that are paying her, and she was doing like story time where she was talking about her Johns, and she was talking about how Indian men have really small penises and they stink.
Well, we didn't need her to tell us that. We could all just assume.
It was just
You
really
know.
funny because it was like a really recent video that I was listening to because we talked about doing the stream like a couple weeks in advance. And I was listening to this and she was just like, yeah, you know, I had this Indian guy and like, wow, he was really stinky.
Now, that's crazy because that means that they're stinkier than black people,
Oh yeah, for sure.
which is wild. Like, but then is the small penis thing like because she's oversampled the black penis? And so then it's like by comparison, it's
I
just
don't-
like microscopic.
This is not a joke. It's going to sound like it's a joke. There are 2 condom sizes that are approved by the United Nations for mass distribution.
I heard this.
It's everybody and India.
No, bro, even smaller than the Chinese penis?
Yes.
Sir, you have such big penis, sir. It's like that Chim Pokemon South Park. Sir, we have never seen such big penis as yours, Elon, sir. We suck your asshole, sir. He's like, that's right. It is big, isn't it? And then the Indians just are siphoning away his wealth to run their scam. He doesn't even care.
Yeah, and it's like the latex, it's so stretchy that it doesn't matter, like, really how big it is as long as it's within, like, this range. So they have it where it's like a regular condom will cover 90% of Earth, except in India, where it's so small that actually if you use a regular size condom on an Indian guy, it's so loose that it starts to tear, so it becomes ineffective. So they have to distribute specifically for Indian-sized condoms because their penises are too small to.
This can't be true, can it?
There are literally articles by the United Nations about this.
Yeah, I've heard about this. I'm sure it is true, but this is like, can Indians catch a break? Like, I tried to tell the story of the subway worker. You know, I'm trying to celebrate Indian W's and heritage, but there's so few and far between.
Okay, this is from Gemini. Okay, this is the gangster computer god. Indian condom sizes are narrower than many international large sizes and it's 52 millimeters for width. As studies show, Indian men need smaller condoms. Brands like Durex confirm this standard, though many still find them still large, leading.
Is it potentially a bit gay, our fixation on other men's penises?
It is. I'm not a big fan of like the whole penis size thing because I feel like this never existed in human history. Like,
I swear every show I'm talking about black bulls and jail rape and fucking penises.
Yeah, I try to avoid that. I try to avoid mutt posting, but sometimes someone's going to jail and you're like, he's going to get raped by black men. He's going to be
bent over by Bubba. And
sodomized against his will.
In the shower. And they're going to pump him full of cum. It's like, whoa, sir, you're a little too enthusiastic about this. Mightn't you be gay? No!
It's literally just American culture to talk about gang rape in prisons.
Really, yeah, I know, right? This is
American
how it is.
As football.
It really is apple pie, black cock, the Super Bowl.
So There is literally the description. I don't know if you heard that, but not only is there an Indian condom size, but the condom sizes that Durex makes for Indians is actually still too large, and there are calls to make them smaller.
Is there a petition? Can you find it?
There's an article.
Sorry, the condoms are too big. Like, the thing is, they're never even going to need them anyway, right?
Okay, here you go.
So,
well, it's true. They just rape.
Oh my! That's why women need the Rape X condom, buddy.
Oh, that's
you remember
an old
that
meme.
shit?
I do.
I know. It's an old meme, but it checks out, sir. It's just like, holy shit. Can you imagine you go in and you just get these needles clamped into your fucking cock? Whoa, buddy. Like, that's crazy.
Bad day to be Indian.
It's tough. It's tough out there, Indians. But that's why they use the iron rod first. They're smart. They know.
They've adapted.
They've adapted.
They've adapted to the rape. There's
life finds a way. It's adapt or die. You gotta find a way to adapt to the rape.
Have you ever seen Codex Pajit 3?
What is this Codex Pajit 3?
You've never seen Codex Pajit 3?
No, Josh. I don't spend all my day obsessing about brown people.
You're full of shit. You're a fucking liar.
I'm too busy watching Hamilton, man.
You're too busy watching football and musicals.
Yeah, no, I really am. Like, the whole weekend, it's just football all day. I just sit there and I just watch football for 9
Josh, I don't spend all my day obsessing over brown people. Anyways, let's go see what the Bears are up to. Go, black guy! Run the ball, black guy!
What he's doing, buddy? Let's go. We got to get you into sports, man.
Sports.
We're going to get you into degenerate sports gambling. You're going to love it, bro.
Do you really gamble? After watching...
Every day.
Are you fucking kidding me? For real?
Every day. Even after I learned by the FBI that all the games are rigged, and I thought to myself, I'm like, I have to stop. This is all rigged. It's all WWE. But I was like, I love it too much. I have to keep gambling. I can't stop. It's too fun.
Are you for real?
You gotta have a little bit of action on the game.
Pick one that's cheaper.
You gotta get a same game parlay, buddy. Anytime touchdown scorer.
Oh my god!
Where you build the parlay? You put $10 down, try and turn it into $300. I'm down tens of thousands of dollars, but I can't stop.
Psych. You're killing me.
Buddy, it's not about winning money. You got to start it's about enjoying the rush and the thrill of losing.
Oh man.
You got to enjoy the losing.
It's all so much. You know what I could do with tens of thousands of dollars? I got fucking servers to put together. I got DDoS protection to get. I need AI.
What if we win? What if your parlay ticket cashes for $200,000, buddy? What then? You pick every game on an NFL Sunday, right? On the point spread, buddy? And you turn your mere $20 investment into $200,000, Josh?
You're literally torturing me right now. I don't know why this pisses me off so bad.
Well, what's crazy, Josh, is how widespread this is. Every single person I know in real life is addicted to sports gambling. We're all sitting there on our phones like, bro, what are you doing? We got to put it together. We got to build the parlay.
There were two big things outside of my Indian sickness that just gobsmacked me when I came back to the U.S. They did not exist when I left. One is e-cigarettes. We had basically eradicated smoking as a thing in the United States when I left. I come back, everyone's fucking puffing on vapors. It's disgusting.
I love it. This is so good, bro. Like, it's just amazing that we find a way to continue vice and addiction. Like, there's nothing I love more than being addicted. Food, gambling, the internet. I'm a simple man. I need my dopamine or I'm going to go fucking crazy. Because the world's fucked, buddy. I'm going to get into vaping just to spite you.
I was going to say, you don't even vape. You're just fucking lying to my face.
I don't even gamble on sports.
I don't believe that. You called your show the Keno Casino, buddy. You're telling on yourself.
Well, that's the thing. And it's upfront and honest right away. It's like, listen, all of this money is getting pissed away. All of it. It's all going to degeneracy.
I don't know.
All of it.
I remember when Bossman Jack first became a thing, I'm like, why the fuck are people giving this guy money to gamble? And then by the end of it, I had given him like money because it was funny.
Yeah, no, listen, we're gonna start the Josh Moon Sports Gambling Show, where you build your you watch the games, and you just start fucking getting pissed.
I literally don't even know what a parlay
so
is.
angry. I can't believe it, Josh. Honestly, the parlays are for suckers. Don't fucking do parlay bets. Honestly, don't gamble at all. That's my advice. Really.
Is a parlay like when you guess like weird shit, like someone's gonna run this many feet or whatever?
Those are like prop bets and stuff. You'll bet how many yards the football player will get, who will get the touchdown. But a parlay is so degenerate, you're stringing multiple things together. So you're like, for instance, Derrick Henry is going to get 2 touchdowns and 100 yards, and the quarterback's going to throw 2 passing touchdowns, and Buddy's going to get an interception, and you just build like this like magical world of improbability, and you think you're like, oh, bro, but what if it does hit? But they know it's not going to fucking hit, and you're just flushing your money down.
If any of those are wrong, like if he gets 99 yards, it's just throwing out the fucking...
It's over if you're 1 yard off or a half yard off. And then what's crazy is like they just rig it. So there was one game last week where it was the Rams, Matthew Stafford. One guy put like 20 grand on him to get 1 rushing yard, right? He got 2 rushing yards. But on the last play of the game, instead of kneeling right at the line for no loss, mysteriously he took 3 steps backwards and kneeled down. And then the bet lost, which was currently winning, and turned into minus 1 yard. People are like, this is rigged. I can't believe it. Last night, the over-under. So you can bet on how many points are going to be scored in the game, right? Mm-hmm. So the over-under was 36.5, that there would be 36.5 points in the game. They get to 36 points. There's an extra point kick. This is automatic for 37, and the over is going to hit. The kicker like intentionally missed it, shaved off the point, and everyone lost their ticket that they should have won. And it's just so obvious and transparent that it's fucking rigged. And everybody complains every week that it's rigged and they've been scammed. But then they bet again anyway. Like I saw Dave Portnoy. Like,
you're sounding like Bossman Jack screaming about how fucking evil out
of the Raiders game. No, he's literally like Dave Portnoy is calling for the Raiders like coach to be killed. He's like, kill Pete Carroll, stone him.
The Jewish guy that arrests people for anti-Semitism while he eats pizza?
Yes, that guy is a degenerate gambler who wastes all of his money every fucking week. And he bet on this fucking game, and there was no reason for them to kick this field goal. It was obviously transparent about the spread of the game, and he just starts screaming, this is fraud, Pete Carroll needs to be investigated, kill him, crucify him, with like murderous rage in his voice. And it's like, you think that's an outlier, but that's every single normal person every single Sunday. You are the outlier. Everyone else has a chronic gambling addiction because it's now just in the palm of your hand. You don't have to go to a casino anymore. You don't have to do anything. It's
Saz, please stay on your grind set, Saz. Stay on your grind set and make the money, Saz. The white pigs that are racist, they are gambling away their future, Saz.
They take credit card, they take debit card, they take crypto now. They take everything.
Well, that was what I was going to say is when I came back, besides the e-cigs, was gambling. Gambling is like ubiquitous. You see it on billboards. You see them. The one thing that fucking like just like I couldn't even believe it was I went to there are states where you can go into a gas station and see beautiful 12-foot tall slot machines straight out of Las Vegas just sitting in the most decrepit dumpster fucking gas station ever, and there are people there like, gambling.
Who's going in there to play it? But they'll be in there. You'll see someone in there at like 11 in the morning. Fucking
there was a motel next to a gas station that had a couple of these, and there would always be people flowing in and out. You would go. I went in there one time because it was like a shitty gas station because I needed something, and there were like people there like walking in and out, like betting $1 at a time and leaving after they lost. And it was just like, this did not exist in this country when I left.
Yeah.
But it's been explained to me now that, like, in certain states, I think it was Pennsylvania, they have a rule where um the way that the games work, it's like the name of the company that even owns the machines that operates them in Pennsylvania is called something like Skill Games LLC or something, because
Yeah.
it's like betting, but technically you
It
have the
has to be,
faintest fucking control over what
yeah, yeah.
happens. So there's like a skill to it. And that
It's all the
vaguely,
illusion of control.
yeah.
You have no control. You think with your sports game, "Oh, I'm smart. I'm gonna pick it." You have no control. It's all priced in. You have no advantage. There used to be sometimes, like in the early days of mixed martial arts and stuff, when the bookies didn't fucking know, you could get some sort of an advantage. The only things that you can get like a true, genuine advantage over the house now is like fucking hand tennis in fucking China, like super amateur, like rigged shit. And there's gambling groups that actually are in on the fixes. But then if you go and do that, like your account gets banned because they know like what the fraud is, and they know like you're not in the club that's allowed to profit, and you just get fucking banned from the books and shit like that. Don't ever gamble thinking you're going to make money on anything. You're not. Whether it's sports, whether it's slot machines, whether it's anything, blackjack, you will always fucking lose in the long run.
I
You know,
just
if
feel
you
like
go
if
and,
that's your mentality, it's like, why not just get like a cheaper hobby?
well, I have to watch the football games. Josh, I have to watch.
You
I
could
have to
be out
watch
there
not
right
only
now
the football
canvassing
game.
for
I
Casey
have to
Push
watch.
to win
No,
Ohio.
I want bread, and I want circus, and as long as I have that, I'm happy. And may God fucking help the souls of those who take away my bread and circuses or want me to
Sir,
actually do anything.
Lord Vishnu has blessed us with this continent. The white people are satiated with their bread and circuses, sir. We have our non-bread and curry.
Give me some better promotions on my gambling app, Vivek. Like, give me a 20% odds boost. I'll vote for you.
So there is a sure and big moon if on this cricket game, sir. I guarantee you, if you bet on Big Dick War, Chick Dick, Nick Sean,
You ever go to the horse races?
Are they just Jeets?
No, like I'm telling you, like you ever see horse racing in real life?
There was a Greyhound track in Florida, but not a horse racing
That's
track.
crazy. Horse racing is the whitest thing in the world. You go there, every single person is white, and they're all over the age of 50. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's like the whitest thing in the world.
I bet you the whitest thing in the world is not even just horse racing. I bet you it's dressage. Bet you if you find a dressage club, there ain't gonna be a
Mitt
fucking brownie.
Romney, and I'm gonna have my like what is it? Aquarian? What's it called? Is that what it is? I'm talking about
like an equestria?
Equestrian, that's the correct term. We're going to be horse breeders, and we're going to race them. All the fucking guys on the horseback, though, they're all midgets. They're like 5 foot tall.
That's why the Jeets are going to take over fucking horse racing, bro. They're going to find out that they're really tiny, and that means that they can ride horses really well.
It's fun, though. You go to the track, $2 minimum bet. You just have fun. You don't have to go too heavy. You don't have to go too degenerate. There's like a cheap dinner option for the seniors that are there. It's great. It's a nice afternoon. You get out of the house.
Is this really what you do? You go out to like horse races and then to like betting parlors to watch football games?
Like Woodbine, Mohawk, Fort Erie track. I go to them all. Like,
what do you drink when you go out to like a sports betting casino? Or do you like do it at home like a degenerate?
I don't drink at home anymore, but when I did, I drink screwdrivers, vodka and orange juice. Or I would just drink vodka and chase it with water is what I would do.
That's pretty degen.
It is. It is. I would drink fucking back when I was in college and I was broke. I would drink malt liquor 40 ounce. I would drink Old English 800s. And they have one here called Maximum Ice. I drink Colt 45. I drink Budweiser Shot. Because what we would do, me and my buddies, we would actually mathematically calculate the price of the alcohol per dollar to get the best possible bang for our buck on booze. And we were just drinking the nastiest fucking swill in the world. It was fucking disgusting. You couldn't pay me to do it now. you know.
I've never been like a heavy drinker, but in Ukraine, I would drink about like a fifth of vodka like once a month, like over the month.
Mm.
I would sometimes have shots, and it was very, very good vodka, and it was extremely cheap. Like it was 50 hryvnia, which is like less than $1, for like the
For
best vodka
me,
I've ever had.
it's Stolichnaya. You drink
Stolichnaya.
the Stolichnaya. It's like for its price, like it's the best vodka in my opinion. Like you could pay way more, like, but it's not worth it. I think that's about as good as it gets at that
No,
price point.
I've never seen this. If I saw the bottle, I'd recognize it, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. Nowadays,
Yeah.
if I'm with people and I want to drink, it's gin and tonic.
Oh my god. So you've gone gay.
I'm very white. Okay, don't judge me.
The gin and tonic. That's the DSP drink of choice.
I
Gin
heard
and,
it made me question my life choices.
I know. I know. For me, I'm a simple man. I like my Budweiser with my football and my chicken wing. I'll actually drink that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck.
There was a
Like-
video of Cobes, King Cobra, where he went into a bar in Casper, Wyoming, and he was streaming. He went up to the bar lady and says, "Yeah, I'll have one of them tranny beers," and she just immediately served him a Bud Light, like no question, knew exactly what the fuck that
I have people question like, "You're gonna drink a Budweiser? What the fuck?" Like Dylan Mulvaney. Da, da, da. It's like, listen, dude.
You've had people at a bar yell at you for that?
Yeah, I did. One guy rose up. He's like, "You can't do that, bro. You got to order a Coors." I'm like, well, I like Bud better. Like, I don't think it's gonna make a difference. He's like, "No, it will, man. You can't do this."
It did. It did make a difference. They are suffering immensely, and all those poor distributors went out of business.
Anheuser-Busch. I'm like, okay, I'll get a Stella. He's like, no, that's not. You can't. That's Anheuser-Busch. Well, what isn't Anheuser-Busch?
Good on him for actually looking up what the other brand.
That's like, God damn it! I gotta stop having political friends. You know, like, where are my fucking goy slopping joyers? Like.
Are you talking about what was his name? Swimmer? No, what was his name?
No, Surfer. You're talking about Surfer?
Yeah, it wasn't him.
No, I actually don't know if that was happening at that time. I don't know. What was it? 2020? I guess we were still hanging out there. I don't know. It was after the fact. It was like a year, I think, after the fact of this whole fucking protest or whatever. And one of my buddies was giving me a hard time about it. Like, you can't buy any. He knew every brand. He's
good
like,
on him, though. I mean, people were fucking retards. They went from like one thing to the other.
The thing is, you shouldn't drink at all. Like, it's one of the worst things for your health and your brain you can possibly fucking do.
I'm on the side of the conscientious objector, okay? I swear, this is what I do. When I go to a store, I will go to the produce section, and I will check the country of origin of every single place and try to find the most American produce. I'll be staring at fucking rhubarb like, is this made in America? It better be. I'm not buying it if it's not.
Was your cape flying, buddy? Your superhero cape was just flying in the wind.
When I go outside, I wear the American flag like a cape, and it was actually it was floating in the wind.
It was fucking flying. You're saving the world one produce purchase at a time. Now, listen, if it was me and I changed my grocery, I might actually sway the trade war because I buy so much groceries.
Well, I'll tell you this. When I go out and I look for tomatoes, I don't know what the fuck it is, but you guys got some crazy greenhouse shit up there, and all the tomatoes in the U.S. are made in Canada now.
Everything's fucking twisted. These guys were trying to tell us to buy Canadian orange juice the other day. Like, what fucking orange trees are in Canada? Like, well, it's a Canadian company. It's like, this shit's still coming from Florida or California. Shut the fuck up. Meanwhile, like, everyone here can't even afford fucking food. Do you know we're at 25% food insecurity in Canada? Where 1 in 4 Canadians are visiting a food bank?
Really?
It's double the U.S. rate. And they're telling us,
I heard a
you gotta buy more expensive groceries. Like, fuck, I can't. Like,
I heard a statistic that it was like 1 in 6 from like the foodbank.org website. And I was like, that sounds ridiculous. But the way they estimate that statistic is how many people last year, how many people relied on charity for any source of food. So it's like, had to go to a church, had to go to a food pantry, had to go to a food bank, something like that. So that is surprising.
The grocery prices are sickening. Like,
Yeah,
it
and
used to be a meme, but now it's just real.
the thing is that to bring it back to Indians, Indians won't work in the field. They want to be Tsar Elons working in tech companies and shit.
One of the big problems, it was in my presentation, which I don't know if we're getting to at this point.
No, we'll probably have to cut it off at 3, 3.5 something.
Oh my God, my whole glorious presentation, but it was showing the Indians scamming the food bank, like they're advertising back home. Free food in Canada, sir. Here's how you get your free food when you get here, in their own language with like English subtitles. It's fucking crazy, man. And they just come over and just rob the food banks instead of going to the grocery store. And it's like, it's not really meant for this. It's meant for people who are struggling, but we are struggle, sir. Okay.
I mean, at this point, you'd basically be retarded if you were coming over from from another country to the U.S. to not just completely rip off absolutely everything. Like, it's just a bank to be robbed at this point.
We should vote for Vivek.
No. He's brown. He's stinky. He's got clown feet. Fuck him.
These internal inconsistencies. No, we have a coherent worldview. I swear to God, it's not just internet brain bullshit.
No. I'm saying that from their perspective, there's no reason not to rob the country. From my perspective, I don't want to be robbed. This is very consistent.
Well, the IRS has decided you don't have a choice.
It's true. They have.
So, I don't know. It's tough out here. It's tough out here for a pimp. Tough out here for a G. What do we got next on the docket?
Let's see. Do you want to show one of your things? Just so we can show one thing and be like, we did it?
I gotta show one thing? I have 17... Oh, I guess we're gonna go to the 17-minute the Indians are pooping on the beach. Is that what we're gonna do?
Is that 17 minutes?
It is, actually. Well, I have 3 different clips. It started off like my presentation was like, so there's this guy, Trudeau, and he dances like an Indian. And then he decided to let them all in. And then I have like the demographic chart where immigration skyrockets. And then like I was going to show the demographics of Brampton and how it's just become completely Indian.
Brampton. That's where Shoddy is from.
I'm not surprised. Brampton is hell on earth, buddy. Hell on it. Do you want to go into Brampton quickly?
I have heard the name Brampton like whispered, like hushed whispers.
So we call it Bramladesh here now. That's the nickname. It used to be Flower City because they had all these beautiful flowers that the municipality curated. Now it's Bramladesh, and it's tough. Do you see here I sent you this Google Drive?
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Or do you want to do your doctor? Maybe that's next time.
Where'd you send me the drive?
It's the first thing I sent you today. Hold on. I will send it again. It was before your message. I'll send it.
I found it.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, when I copy link, it doesn't actually copy the link that I am hovering over. It copies the link of the message. That's very useful. Thank you, Discord. Okay, great. So let me see if I can share that real quick. We'll share my screen, and then I have my thing set up so that share my screen, application, Firefox. Yes.
So here's what's going to happen to your country if you guys vote for Vivek, and this is actually my persuasive case as to why you can't do it. So first of all, once you allow the Indian lover in, this is what happens. Go up to 0. We'll see. You've probably seen this. But this was our prime minister. This was the guy who decided to let it all go to shit. Let's have a look. Look at him go.
Oh, he's dancing. He got moves, man. He got moves.
That's why the ladies voted for him. He had nice hair. So he's just a complete Indian LARPer. You guys get the picture. There's actually, I had multiple videos of him dancing like an Indian, but we only need the one. Look at him go. Look at him go.
What happened to him after the election? Is he like gone forever now?
He's now dating Katy Perry, Josh.
Are you shitting me?
No, I'm not kidding. He's Katy Perry. And Russell Brand is like, Katie, you can't do this to me. Like, this is wrong. This is smacked up, dude. Like, he's complaining. So next we have, so this is what happened. After we elected this guy, you see this next piece here. We're going to look at this chart. And this chart shows the level of immigration in Canada. And traditionally, it was around, 200, 300,000 people a year. Suddenly, right during COVID, Justo just decided to say, fuck you. And you see the spike. It's comical. We're bringing in millions of people now a year.
Well,
and yeah.
And now that their visas are expiring, their student visas for like 1 million Indians, is there any plan whatsoever on how to deport them all? Because they're not going to leave.
So they're supposed to self-deport, right? And they're actually organizing protests to stay. And it's part of my presentation, actually, is them protesting to stay. But I don't think that we actually have the will to remove them. And what's crazy is Canada only has a population of like 30-something million people, right? So when we bring in 500,000 permanent new residents every single year, and then another million temporary workers on top of that, the demographic change happens so rapidly. Like, it's not possible for it to happen this quickly in the States because of the size of the population. We are just like completely overwhelmed now, to where in large portions of Canada, you're a complete minority. So now we go into the next slide, and we can kind of start to see the demographic breakdown of Brampton.
Do you think so too? Then you're wrong. Because in Brampton,
you're wrong.
1.96% of population are Nigerians. 2.53% are immigrants from UK. 2.7% are from Trinidad and Tobago. 4.55% are Sri Lankans. 5.1% are from Guyana. 5.66% are from
Guyana. That's a weird one.
7.55% are Pakistani.
Add this up.
8.22% are Jamaicans. And finally, Brampton's largest immigrant group, Indians, making up to 59.07%.
Okay, so you got 60% are just straight up Indians, then 7% are Pakistani, which are basically, so there's 65%. Then you got another, so 70% when you add the Sri Lankans are Indian. And then you've got another 8% that are Black, another 5% that are Filipino, like another 2% Nigerian, Trinidadian. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, do the math. How many do you think are fucking white? Like, it's less than 30% at this point. Like, it's crazy.
So when you go out, it's just like an endless tide of Indians everywhere all the time?
Yeah, it's Indians and it's Filipinos and it's Chinese, and you are the minority. And you can play a game in Toronto in the GTA called Spot the White Person. And you can go 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes without seeing a white person just going outside. That's your life, because it's over and it's gone. It's conquered, right? This is what happens if you vote for Vivek. So we can do a further demographic breakdown in the next few slides. We're just going to power through this presentation. Did you know, according to the 2021 census, the city of Brampton had the 5th largest immigrant population in Canada. So there are 4 places that are even worse off. There were 250 ethnic origins and 171 different spoken languages, Josh. Just think about that. Think about how crazy it is
when
to
you
try
get, like,
and have
a government
cohesive
form.
civilization.
Is it just like endless like languages, like translated into 1,000 different languages?
Well, that's what it's going to start to be. Like, they're not official languages, but because there's so many people that are coming over that only speak Urdu or Hindi or Arabic, we're now starting to offer documentation in those fucking languages. And you see government signs and stuff put up in those languages, even though English and French are the only 2 official languages. But once you have 2 languages, then what's to stop you from having 3 languages, 4? That's why the fight against Spanish in the United States is so important. 70, oh my God, 53% of Brampton's population was born outside of Canada. And that's back in 2021. They brought in millions since then. It's crazy. When we go to the next slide, we can see even more of the demographic breakdown. 80% of Brampton's population reported as being a visible minority, an increase of 20%. How can you be a minority when you're 80%? Isn't that fucking crazy?
It's a bit of a paradox.
It's just fucking twisted, buddy. Anyway, that's the state of fucking Brampton demographically. Now let's see how that relates to real life. So here we have just a random house party in Brampton, just a typical Saturday in Brampton.
Oh my God.
This is Canada. This is it. And by the way, you'll see these guys dancing like this in the grocery store. You go to the grocery store and they'll be in their full gear for Diwali and shit, like dancing to collect money. Look at this.
Have you literally seen this in real life?
Yes.
Like a block party like this?
Yes, this is not a fantasy. Like, this is real life now. This is how it is.
I would lose my fucking mind.
I'm telling you guys, if you vote for Vivek, this is what's coming. People in Canada didn't realize, oh, we're tolerant. We love everybody. Let's be open-minded. And then our brains fell out of our fucking head. We went way too far. It's fucked. So now here we have, okay, this is around 1 in 4 Canadians, nearly 10 million people experience food insecurity in 2024. I like how you just
admit like the northern part of Canada has no food. They're just out there clubbing seals.
It's game over up there, bro. Like, it's like $100 for a can of beans up in fucking Nunavut. Some crazy shit like that. Like, when you see those memes about the in-store grocery prices, like they're from the Arctic Circle and shit like that. But now it's getting so bad, it may as well have been the Arctic Circle 10 years ago. We'll watch one of these. Food bank. Let's do this one.
Second. Okay.
Yeah.
So आज मैं आ गया हूँ यहाँ पे free food in.
That language is like viscerally disgusting to me. I despise hearing this.
But imagine, Josh, you go outside and you hear that everywhere you go. And they're having conversations in your apartment building elevator and you don't understand.
This guy looks like a pooner. Look at like his like rounded shoulders and like effeminate like body proportions. And he looks like a woman that's like pretending to be a man.
Yeah.
He's got like wide hips and shit. Like, what the fuck is with this? Is this how they look?
Yes, dude. And bro, honestly, he's one of the better looking ones. Like facially, he's one of the better looking ones. Bro, I was in Walmart the other day and I don't want to be mean, but I actually saw like subhumans, like fucking like the rural Indians, like that just, and they don't even know, like one of the guys like crashed. He's like carrying this cart of produce and I'm walking in front of him and he just crashed it into the bread table. Sorry, sir. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, I gotta get out of here. Like, I can't step foot in Walmart again. Like, what the hell is going on? Like,
I think it's crazy, the next step for development, because going to the store is such like a terrible reminder of how awful everything is. They're going to just have like Bezos drones, or like you load up like your groceries into it, and they're just going to drop like a crate in your front yard, like a Call of Duty, like kill streak reward, and you're just going to have to open that up and get your groceries.
Yeah, I mean, it basically already exists. It's Instacart, or you can do like you go to the parking space and they bring out your groceries.
Yeah, like exactly. That's so you can avoid seeing brown people
that he got from the food bank, and you know, there it is, the spoils of war. We're giving him argan oil. Like, this is actually pretty good shit.
Yeah.
So
fancy bags of like lentils and shit. Fuck you, asshole.
And there's this guy is telling you, all right, and then we've got, oh my god, here they are. So we got crime issues now. So we have, so go to 4.4. Yeah. So in Canada, I don't know if you guys know this, but we have government-run liquor stores. So the only place you can get alcohol is the fucking liquor store. And these guys just are so brazen. Look at this guy. He's got a Welcome to Canada hat on as he robs the grocery store. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And the name here is Yeetal Jeets from the channel, or he's robbing the liquor store. Then we've got, look at this one. We've got another scam in 4.5, the Indian Air Coin scam. So you're supposed to pay, like, you see there's $1 and $2 coins in Canada. Here he's using his rupee to see if he can scam our tire inflator.
But I'm just trying the 10 rupees.
With yeah.
It's literally worthless. And it worked. And this is just, imagine if this is what's going on, like everything is just getting scammed everywhere.
I like how he uses the rupee, and it's just like the guy that opens that is like, oh yeah, it's a fucking Jeet. It's just like a calling card. It's like a Joker card.
We've got anchor babies. Let's see here. So this is, So this is one of their solutions. Go to 4.6. This is one of their solutions to the deportation crisis.
As a last option, आप अपने baby को भी कनाडा में PR हो सकते हो.
So this is it. Your last option is to have a baby in Canada to stay. And they just do these videos instructing them how to scam.
I like how it says best interest of the child in English as like quote unquote. It's like, so best interest of the child, you have to meet this arduous legal standard that has no meaning or basis in reality. It has no purpose other than securing your visa. So you have to meet this best interest of the child standard, whatever the fuck that is.
This should be your last option, but you got to stay in Canada. You can't go back.
Just comment
crazy.
baby? Do you want information? Do you want information about this? What the fuck does that mean? Do you know what a baby
they're
is?
using like code words to signal that they need like the information of how to do it.
How to have sex?
Then we got here.
Where is baby born? How is baby made?
We got folder 5. Let's see what we got in 5. Okay, so this is the immigration protest. It says, good enough to work, good enough to stay. Now, I really would not say that they're good enough to work. Any customer service job, like, bro, these motherfuckers can barely speak English. They mess up we're going to see the state of Tim Hortons at some point here in this presentation.
One of the stories of coming back to the U.S. was when I was up in Virginia near Dulles. I went to, I don't think you'd know this, but one of the things on my podcast is I literally grew Hungarian wax peppers called banana peppers on my balcony in Europe because you can't find them in Europe. They're like a weird American thing. And I pickled them.
They don't have hot peppers in Europe?
They don't have banana peppers specifically that they do in Subway. So not only did I grow them, I pickled them myself. And then I put them on a sandwich that I made it myself because there's no Subway in Europe either. So I hadn't had a Subway sandwich with banana peppers in 5 years, and it was driving me crazy. I go back to the U.S., of course, top of the list is to go to Subway and get extra banana peppers. I go in. It's a Mexican woman and an Indian woman. Neither speak English, neither speak their own language. So they're trying to communicate with me and with each other about my order. And I'm trying to explain I want extra banana peppers, more, and 2 kinds of cheese as I do my order. And they're just like completely fucking dumbstruck by this order. They can't communicate with me. They can't communicate with each other. And it was just like completely incapable of.
I've had these experiences too, and it's just like you're talking to a brick wall, and they like shake their head like a bobblehead, and they like pretend like they understand, but they don't fucking understand. What do we got here after 5.1? What's this one here?
Diploma mills.
Okay, well, this guy goes on a little bit long, but let's see. So these are the people, by the way, they're good enough to work, good enough to stay.
So much hate in Canada now. It's because more Indians have come to Canada in the last 5 years than the last 100 combined. And they're all coming as international students. Great. They're all studying at schools that are legitimate. No, 94% are studying at community colleges and these diploma mills for certificates. Like Anderson College, that used to be a Walmart, and then they made it into diploma mills. Or Candor College, which is literally connected to an Indian restaurant, has graduated.
Can you imagine? It's so transparent. Hold on, we'll let him go until he reaches 1 point. We'll let him go a little bit.
There's another college beside it, Stanford. So here they are.
Stanford. We're going to Stanford. I'm from Stanford, sir. Yeah, Stanford and fucking Surrey.
Mechanic shop 1 year ago. What is this school? What are these?
So then these guys go here and get these worthless fucking certificates and then expect to be made permanent residents of this country. Like, it's crazy. Like, these educations are completely worthless. All these guys are ending up in service roles, taking all the minimum wage jobs, killing the working class that exists in this country. And basically the host what's crazy too, and I'll just briefly on this tangent, what happens, and you guys won't even believe this, our government subsidizes these Indian workers' wages. So if you're a white person applying for a job at Tim Hortons or Subway, you'll never get it over the Indian because the government will pay $4 an hour of their salary. They subsidize it. So we're actually subsidizing our own replacement in the working class. And it's like our people are falling through the cracks and dying. It's so sad.
How can they get away with that? I don't understand.
Because the people here have so much guilt because we believe we were responsible for slavery, even though we didn't have slavery in Canada, even though the Underground Railroad ended here. We believe that we were, and seriously, they'll say, oh, there were 200 slaves in Nova Scotia in 1760 and give us like the guilt. Then we got the residential school system guilt, where because we made Native Americans go to school and learn English, that was a genocide. So we're evil, we're oppressing the third world. And people internalize this shit and justify our own replacement and say that, white people deserve to. And this is the way it is. This is the mainstream view in Canada. Like when it gets questioned, it's like, well, what's wrong with you? Like we're redistributing the wealth to people that are systematically oppressed in the third world. They're victims of colonialism, victims of the British Empire. And so therefore they deserve this. But most people, most people are so uneducated though, that they can't even question any of it. Like
do you talk to people if you go out to watch football, or is this like completely forbidden to be discussed at the football game table?
I mean, listen, there are a lot of base guys in Canada who know the truth and are like, we're fucked and we're being replaced and it's over. And, but they don't have positions of institutional authority. Academia and the elite professions are completely captured by an ideological liberal class that believe in the craziest shit. And these elites run the country, and anybody who thinks differently, if you say anything to anybody in a public fashion, you will be struck down. You will be kicked out of college. You will be fired from your job. Like you can't. And there are laws against hate speech here. Like you don't have freedom to say anything that you want. You do as long as you don't threaten the power system of the country. But if you threaten the power structure of this country in any legitimate way, you will be fucked. You will be felted. So people just give up hope. And they look around and they're like, I'm becoming the minority in my own country and there's nothing I can fucking do. And they feel helpless. And I don't blame them. I feel helpless. There's nothing I can do. So it's very sad. It's a very sad
state. Join like a Alberta American state movement.
So I can go to jail. Yeah, I can go to jail. It's going to be great. Because what happens is every guy who starts a political party like that goes to jail inside 3 months. So let's continue. It's the black pill segment. You got to fight it now. In America, well, you still have a chance. You have to fight now.
How do we get you into the U.S.? Oh, I got you. When I start my Bermuda GTA 6 RP server, and we get you live streaming, you're going to become an employee, and then I'm going to need you in my studio in Florida. Okay, because obviously we're going to have a streaming studio set up in a shopping mall somewhere in an outlet center.
What's crazy is in the next clip, you'll learn even the Indians that are here don't like what's happening. Even the Indians are like, there's too many fucking Indian people. Let's have a look.
Worst place in Toronto. Brampton. Why is that even a
India? Do they just refer to it as like Bharat? It's like, where do you live? I live in Bharat.
It's like they were making cities for India and then they ran out of space in India, so they're just like, let's just throw one at a random place. Boom, Canada. Consider yourself a racist? A racist? Bro, what are you talking about? I'm Indian.
So even they don't really like it. Look at this. This is crazy. You'll never see this for like an actual Canadian. Special offer for new Canadian, the Royal Bank of Canada. Special offer for new Canadians. And this is what they call them, is new Canadians. Get up to 12% cash back on a new RBC Cashback MasterCard. You'll never see it above fucking 4% for anybody that's a native Canadian. But for new immigrants, here you go. 12% cash back. Load it up. It's great.
It's pretty good. They use that terminology in lots of places. They call it the Neu Deutsch in Germany.
Yeah.
And they show pictures of like Somalians and shit and hijabs.
It's almost like it's all happening everywhere at once for some reason. And then we've got, here we've got Edmonton. They're just dumping trash on the side of the road. Just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's fucking gross.
Throwing your shit on the side of the road. Why are you trying to throw your shit on the side of the road?
Why can't they just go to a dump?
They don't want to.
Do they have to pay for the dump?
10 minutes down the road. And yet you come here and just throw shit all over the road.
It'll be like $20.
Really? That's a lot.
I know. What's Canadian dollars? So it's like 15. This superhero, he's just made it his mission. Dude, good for this guy.
Dude, I firmly believe that if you're driving down the road and you see like a Sikh driver that's driving recklessly, you should report them to the fucking.
Oh, we have a whole section on that actually.
We have the cart narcs, the jeep narcs.
Yeah. All right. So next one, we have more of the trash. This person's so infuriating. This Indian woman, like it makes me mad.
I pay my taxes. The government.
They pay their taxes, so they're gonna litter. Look at this, just dumping in the fucking river. Like, we had the cleanest rivers, the cleanest streams.
Like, it would literally be better to dump it in the road than the river.
Yeah.
Someone will clean it up on the road. You can't clean that.
And there's just many, many instances of this. It's not isolated instances. Like, this is the Indians fighting amongst themselves in the parking lot. They're different factions.
Dude, I was talking to one of the boomers who were up in Ohio, one of the actual like state central committee members, and I was talking to him and I was like, people my age are nihilistic how we should just let things progress to civil war. And I was like, I think that's a dumb idea because of what I mentioned with the people being from Somalia and Kashmir where they have civil war and they know how to use weapons. But then I was also like, he was also like, well, in a civil war, we win because the hunters are actually the largest undocumented military force in the world. And I'm like, they come to America and they hunt now because it's free food.
Yeah.
They'll go out and they'll flash. It's called floodlighting. They'll floodlight deer and massacre them.
But I've covered this on Kakada in the past, which is a show I stopped doing because I was just too black-pilled. But these Indians come here and they get guns in Canada and they like film themselves shooting, like in shooting illegally, like shooting bottles in the lake.
They consider themselves a conquering force. So they're practicing weapons. They're taking their kids out to learn how to hunt and they're destroying national parks that have to conserve deer populations and fish and stuff. So you'll see them go out and illegally hunt with like triple hook things to catch fish.
No tags or anything.
Yeah,
and
no conservation.
It's just Canada was such a high trust society and still really is, to where enforcement is lax and people can get away with so much now. Like, the system was not designed for people that just don't want to actually play by the rules and say fuck you.
I remember
there's nothing we can do.
When the anti-gun stuff was really kicking up, they were like, Canada is so safe and they don't have any guns. And I remember there was
lots of guns.
Well, they don't tell you that, but they say they have lots of guns. There are no guns compared to the U.S. And the broadcasters, I think it was even a part of like the Oprah show. I remember seeing this early 2000s. They went up to Canada, and to show how safe Canada was, the guys they would open people's doors and just walk in like, hey, we're doing a news report about how you guys don't lock your fucking doors.
I wouldn't lock my door. Now I do. But for years, I wouldn't lock my fucking door. I got robbed fucking,
Really?
All my shit was just taken one day. Like, all right, I guess I have to lock my fucking door now. My PS5's gone.
That's crazy.
So, but thank God, I actually had like an income doing the show and I was able to replace my shit. That's the way I said it to myself. I'm like, well, somebody else that wasn't as financially fortunate, if they got fucking robbed, it might really fucking suck. I was okay, thank God. That's like such a cocked way of thinking about it, though. It's like Canada. Okay, here.
I was going to say, it's not like you're happy for them that they have this stuff now, but you're happy that it wasn't somebody who really needed their shit. That's generous. Generous, okay.
Okay. So then this is like, imagine like a white person dealing with the police in this way. This is actually kind of interesting, how this is aged, because it reminds me of the situation with ICE in Minnesota. Let's have a look here. So this Indian gets given a ticket by the officer on the side of the road and he won't accept it and is going to fight with the officer. Let's have a look.
Sir? One minute.
Look at this.
Hey, get out of the way. You're going to get hit. No, get out of my way. I'm not talking to you guys. Call the office.
Look at the pride flag, by the way, on the side of our cop car. Did you see that? The rainbow? Oh my God.
Why was he harassing the police?
Because he's upset he got a traffic ticket for fucking speeding.
So they wrote him a citation, so he got out of his car to confront the police, and they just drove away. Oh my God, this don't come to the U.S. You'll be laid out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but this is the level of entitlement they have. They think they can talk to the police like this. And let me tell you, like, the Canadian police, they're not as crazy as the American police, but they'll still fuck you up. But they're afraid of doing anything with these immigrants because they'll be called out for racially profiling. Their budgets will get slashed. They're discriminating, et cetera, et cetera. So they just don't want to enforce the law. All right, one more 11. Yeah,
I always feel bad when I see cops like having to tiptoe around shit because they're like afraid of getting into trouble. But like that's like next level. Okay.
I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I had hundreds of videos that I could have brought today. You know, like I just knew we have limited time. But this guy did a study on Tim Hortons. Now, Tim Hortons. You know Tim Hortons, right?
When I was in Buffalo, I would walk up to the University of Buffalo campus and get a farmer's breakfast at Tim Hortons. So I've had it.
Yeah, the farmer's wrap. It was like the crown jewel of Canada. In the last 10 years since the invasion began, the quality of Tim Hortons has completely collapsed. They also have now been bought out by Burger King. The quality is
they're part of Yum Foods?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they might have been bought out by another conglomeration after that, but then there were people who were, man. Yeah, it's gone so down. They used to freshly bake all of the cookies, all of the donuts every morning. They had like a baker on site that made it. Now it comes in fucking frozen and fucking it's disgusting. But they always get your order wrong now. So this guy decided to conduct his own little experiment on how many Tim Hortons orders they get wrong. So let's have a look.
32 Tim Hortons. I ordered the same thing every single time, and we're going to see how many orders we got wrong. A small black coffee and a chocolate chip muffin. Can I get a small black coffee and a chocolate chip muffin, please?
Two items.
A small black coffee and a chocolate chip muffin, please.
Those aren't even things you have to prepare.
No.
You put the coffee in the cup. Okay.
Can I get a small black coffee and a chocolate chip muffin? You don't need to see me go to 32 Tim Hortons. And I went to 32 Tim Hortons twice. 32 Tim Hortons between the hours of 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. on Tuesday and Wednesday. They got 9 out of 32 orders.
So they're getting 1/3 of orders wrong, Josh. That's just a black coffee and a chocolate chip muffin.
Yeah, it's not even like you have to assemble anything. You just have the tray of muffins and you have the coffee ready to go.
Now imagine what the rate escalates to when it's actually something complicated, you know?
Is this real? Like if you go to Tim Hortons, they just fuck up your order every time?
Every time. Every time. We call it Sing Hortons now. It's, I would say, probably 50-50. I would say 55-60% of times it's wrong. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's just a failing civilization. Like it's in collapse.
I was not busy. I was not waiting in a lot of lines. The next one I'll bring up here, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. This is their busy time. Same orders, same Tim Hortons locations.
Half the time.
Out of 32.
Half the time. Now, of course, that's anecdotal, you know,
wrong.
But
how do you fuck up the order, though? Like, I wish he would explain what he's getting. Is he getting, like, the wrong muffin or something?
They probably are giving him the wrong fucking muffin, I'm going to guess. Or they're putting a cream and a sugar in the coffee, or 2 cream, 2 sugar. Because most people get a double-double, is what we call it, which is 2 cream, 2 sugar. Okay, so here we got to the Wasaga Beach pooping situation.
Finally.
So Wasaga Beach is the largest freshwater beach in the world, if you can believe it. And it was a beautiful little tourist town. It was kind of a tourist trap, but you know, it's nice. And it's just been completely ruined. Let's have a look.
Beach. It's a popular summer tourist destination in the province, but it's responding to reports of beachgoers leaving behind a mess.
Beachgoers. My favorite thing is a euphemism in news media for brown people. Beachgoers.
So here we have, this is the mainstream media narrative. Then we're going to hear from the premier, and then we'll hear from our alternative media, which is run by Ezra
The beach is
Lefan.
famous for being the longest freshwater beach in the world. But in recent weeks, it has been talked about for a different reason.
She's seen that they were using this as a washroom.
This TikTok account claiming that her friend witnessed.
By the way, she got interrogated by the police for making these TikToks, exposing it. They came to her house and started threatening her, bring her up on charges because she reported on it.
Yeah. Were they going to say, like, you're filming people indecently or something?
They'll just be like, this is, you're riling up hate against an immigrant population. This is wrong. Da-da-da-da.
You guys have oil, right?
Yeah. It's kind of like the oil in Venezuela.
We'll find a way, I promise.
Yeah.
So she was pointing out to me, this is where they filled it in, and she personally seen them using it.
This and several other videos about people defecating on the beach have garnered hundreds of thousands of views and has been the talk along the beachfront.
If this is something that's happening and people are actually...
Even the black guy is like, what the fuck, yo?
Yeah.
There's bad actors everywhere. If someone should see something happening that...
Bad actors everywhere?
As if there's like... As if it's like desirable to poop in the beach.
No, but we never had this problem. There's always bad actors, scuzzy people, drug addicts, and stuff like that. We never had people pooing on the beach. By the way, they spent tens of thousands of dollars to put in washrooms right next to the beach, and they refused to walk over to them and use them. It's literally a 2-minute walk, but instead they shit on the beach.
They need to get like one of the news reporters to shit on the beach.
You know what? Let's quickly go to the next one. I know we're fucking pressed on time. This is our premier of Ontario, so our governor of our largest province. He goes, folks, don't be pooping on the beach.
No proof of it either.
So first of all, like, if there's no proof of any of it, then why do you need to tell people not to poop on the beach? But the fact that it's come to this...
Flag.
Yeah.
How many TikToks do you need before we have evidence of this? I'm
telling you, it's not just in the cities, like small towns. It's like you've been conquered. You know, like how, the Nazis would put up Nazi flags along all the road signs and stuff? They do that here. They put up gay pride flags on every light post.
Do they put up
as you
Indian
go
flags
through the
as
downtown? Well? Yes, not Indian flags, but they'll put up like native flags, like the orange flag with the feather.
Oh.
It's crazy.
I wonder why the Indians
okay,
don't wave their flag like the Mexicans do.
Finally, we have our big expose on this by Rebel News.
And I told my kids, if we're going to go on the beach, watch out so you don't step in any human poop.
I've heard people are using tents and they're just like doing it in the sand so no one can see. I think it's really gross.
They're digging holes and they're pooping and putting tents up because they don't want to go to the washrooms. And I'm here to fact check that because that's not a lie. So
it makes me not want to swim and not want to be on the beach. To be a responsible parent, you should be showing your kids that you can actually throw out their diaper in the washroom, not bury it at a beach.
They're burying diapers.
That's fucking vile.
They dig a hole and they use it to...
Those aren't biodegradable either, so they just sit there.
No. It's crazy.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in Wasaga Beach, Ontario, the world's longest freshwater beach. But you know something, folks? There is something a little more putrid on the beach these days. Indeed, a local resident by the name of Natty, she recently took to social media in which she accused newcomers, mostly from India, of defecating on the beach and then burying their excrement in the sand.
There are Indian families that dig holes and put tents and poop. They do it on the beach now, and they did it off my backyard. There was like 3 different families of maybe 20.
Can you imagine?
That came for barbecues.
No.
There's someone that you just walk out in your backyard and there's an Indian with his pants around your fucking ankles taking a dump in your backyard.
See, this is why the American physical violence reaction is so necessary. Because you do that and somebody's right in the U.S., you just get punched in the fucking face. Like, what are you doing?
You get shot, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
it's like,
honestly, like, if you're shitting in somebody's yard, like a human being defecating in someone's yard, you probably deserve to get shot. No? Like, holy fuck.
And then it goes to a jury of your peers as opposed to the guy in the powdered wig. And everyone's going to be like, yeah, he was asking for it. That was a threat to his life. Should I keep going?
Yeah, let's live a little.
On the fence of my backyard. I seen them digging the hole and I seen them put the tent. When they left, there was poop. That happened 3 separate times. I've had to yell at people for on the borderline property line of my backyard. And yes, it was Indian families. So that's not false. You can check my town's page where they say there are Indian people pooping on our beach, because they're digging holes and they're pooping and putting tents up because they don't want to go to the washrooms. And I'm here to fact check that, because that's not a lie. So
Natty's video has gone viral. Most of the comments are, as what you would imagine, people expressing their disgust with this situation.
I don't get it. Why not use washroom? Are they in the 19th century?
Yes.
Of being racist. But the thing is,
you are spreading hate. Shut the fuck up.
And they confirm that Natty is 100% correct in her assertions. For example,
all right, this goes on and on and on. Let's have a quick look at the trucking fiasco. Let's have a look here. This Indian driver got 5 years for this one.
Oh, this guy. This was in Canada? Oh, yeah, Ontario.
Yeah.
Love the music. It's the Predator music that comes on when an Indian's driving.
You're just dead. You're just dead like that. One moment you're just driving along with your family. The next minute you're just fucking dead. There's countless incidents of this that have been going on. Look at this one. How do you even do that?
That's really impressive. I guess he just swerved off the road from driving like a retard.
Fucking jackknifed it.
On your phone? Oh.
No, I was paying perfect attention to my surroundings.
I don't understand how you did. I said no one else went in the ditch from the ice but you. I don't... the ice. That's crazy, man. How long have you been driving for?
He doesn't know what the fuck he's saying.
No. Bullshit.
Can't even say years or months.
How long did you drive?
I cannot understand you, sir.
You can't understand? How'd you pass the test if you can't understand?
You know?
English? How long did you drive a truck for?
Driving?
Yeah. How long?
2 months.
2 months? In Canada? That's fucking crazy, man. You're gonna kill somebody.
Isn't it, though? So how this guy got his license, and this is our final stop here, and this is a long one. We're obviously not going to finish it, but this is a government investigation. This is funded by the CBC into these Indian driving schools where they're just paying them to pass. They don't even have to do the tests or anything or the training required.
This is your marketplace.
Canada looks very brown based off that montage in the intro.
It's Testing Day in Brampton, Ontario, and we're along for the ride.
Brampton.
Wannabe truckers are looking to get their licenses at the local drive test center.
If I was taking a trip up to Ontario to see Brampton in person, the glory of Brampton, is there like an iconic thing to see in Brampton to get the experience?
I don't think so.
I wish I had been recording your face, because the look on your face was like just stupefied by that question.
I think they might have a clock tower there. Like, that's their big thing.
Let me look it up. Most famous thing in Brampton. The best thing to do. The Flower Town of Canada.
Yeah, they called it Flower Town. I don't think there's anything. Like, there's a lot of Indian restaurants. I'm sure there's some good ones.
Apparently there's lots of gardens and flower displays. And
yeah, that's what they're known for.
The Rose Theater. Okay. I got it. Okay, so there's nothing there, basically.
Somebody help me. I'm in horrible pain. Someone help me, please.
Okay.
It's pretty challenging as a new driver.
It's his second go at it after failing to pass the first time a few months back. Now that's not so unusual for truckers in training. What is different is the way some of them are now making it onto our roads. Consider the consequences.
Just like 50-ton death machines going with inertial force to bring down the building. Oh my God. Ah.
Loads they haul.
Isn't it scary?
Giving me anxiety.
Makes us wonder, are they getting the training they need?
Is this truck driving school?
It starts in training yards like this one.
Yeah, I'm looking to get my license.
We come with hidden cameras after hearing we might be offered some shortcuts.
When can I start?
Proper training
You can start today.
$10,000. But here, they're charging half that.
4,500. 4,500? Yeah, with the 2 tries.
In 4,000, 2-time road test is included.
4,500. For the everything.
These schools offer a program called MELT, Mandatory Entry-Level Training. Ontario is the first in North America to set it up. Anyone who wants to drive a tractor-trailer has to take at least 103.5 hours of training before they can take a ride.
103 hours at least.
We may not need that many hours.
103 hours completed, it does not matter you are completed or not. Maybe you will ready in 90 hours, does not matter.
A third of the time is supposed to be spent in a separate classroom learning theory. Not here.
No in class. No need for in the class. Okay. No theory, nothing. No.
I just really hate the way they speak. It's so like alien sounding.
It really is. It's like a very alien people.
I will cover everything here.
Another no-no is called training to the test.
You have the test in sports Peterborough.
So they give them the test.
Go with the S-back.
The S-back is a way to reverse.
They tell them.
Different drive test centers ask for different backing maneuvers. So
you're supposed to know them all, but they'll only train one.
Driving skills.
You have the test in sports Newmarket. They are doing the C-back. So C-back. Very good.
Sure seems like training to the test.
Mostly they use the L-back. Okay.
People who teach at trucking schools in Ontario need no special instructor license. They do if they teach at a regular driving school.
What's really frustrating is that, like, in the U.S., we have the institutional power to, like, crush people who are abusing the system. So you just need people who are Karen-pilled enough to, like, go out of their way to invoke these organs. But I really get the feeling in Canada that things are, like, so bad that it doesn't matter. You could report these people all day, and they're just like, yeah, we know. What are we going to do about it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're trying. I think they did some sort of reform on this very recently in terms of licensing where you need more experience. I'm not 100% sure.
It's probably because of NHTSA in the U.S., though, where the FTA or FTC or whatever the fuck said, we're not going to take Canadians in the country anymore if you guys can't sort this shit out.
Yeah, I guarantee you it's got probably something to do with that. But this is the situation that we face. And, you know, people think, oh, it won't be so bad. Oh, you know, just tolerate it. You know, we all get along. But it's not like that. Like, once it sets in and you're the minority, you're fucked. It's over. So don't fucking vote for Vivek. Don't do it. Try and help Putsch or whatever the fuck, because it's just tough in Canada.
One of the things I wanted to mention, I tried to explain it, but I think I distracted, is that his friend, that Alex Triantafilo, his Dinsmore group, not only do they import Somalis, like, they're trying to build up a bunch of warehouses and data centers and shit in Ohio. And they handle immigration stuff, like H-1Bs. So for sure the plan is, like, that Vivek will greenlight all these projects to get all this shit in Ohio, with the idea being, oh, it's new business for Ohioans. And then they're all going to greenlight their H-1B shit through Dinsmore to kick back, $100 million to Alex's company.
What we gotta understand is they pretend like we're getting the best, like we're getting the best workers, the best trained. But the thing is, as you see there, even if they have credentials, a lot of the time the credentials are a fucking scam. They found some way to get the credential without actually earning it. And then we just have a bunch of people here that are fucking useless and that are dangerous in the case of these truck drivers. Like, it's just bad.
Yeah.
It really
even when they
is.
don't have a dangerous job, they just make everything worse. Like your grocery shopping experience, your fucking Tim Hortons.
So that's the situation.
On a lighter note, I have an Indian Q&A forum. It's kind of like Yahoo Answers. So just I would like to practice my Indian accent a little bit with you, because you do it better than me. You have more experience, okay? So This is the sexual health
I love
board.
how the first one's impotency in men.
As it turns out, India is the country with the highest rate of impotency in the entire world, probably because they live in a toxic dump. But this is the Q&A board, okay? So we're going to read some of these posts on Practo. Impotency. How to know a person is impotent. Any tests which give me clear idea about my husband's impotency because he is not able to perform his conjugal obligations. I don't know what
conjugal obligation.
I don't know what to do. Instead of accepting his faults, he abused me physically, mentally, economically. He is taking DJT tablets also. What to do? Please help. And now this is how they respond, right? Like Dr. Dinesh Varma and Dr. A.M.N. Homeopath, they basically say consult, because then you click the button and you pay them for their consultation. So instead of giving them like any information, they just say, consult the police, I will fix your husband's impotency problem so that he can fulfill his conjugal obligations. Okay, drug affects HIV results. Hello, doctor. I am using Entecavir tablet for past 5 months as I am diagnosed by hepatitis B. Recently, I took HIV test and result was negative. I am just curious to understand if my Entecavir drug will affect my HIV results. I guess because he's also HIV positive and he's confused why he's turning up negative, or maybe he's having really, really risky sex with like the nastiest jeets possible, and he's like, I have to have HIV by now.
It's hard to tell what he even fucking means here. This is ESL, the very definition.
This is a 37-year-old man writing this. So,
oh man!
But Dr. Dinesh Varma is back here saying consult. Okay. Vomiting and nausea. That sounds fun. Hi, I am mother of 5 months baby, and I am suffering from nausea.
5 months baby. Okay. Oh,
suffering from nausea and vomiting. I don't know what to take. Medicine would be safe while breastfeeding. Basically nothing, and you should not be asking this question on the internet, basically.
Oh my god, I might have to bring out the fucking bell, buddy. We're ringing the bell, buddy.
I do have the bell somewhere.
You like gotta get your own bell.
I have one. I told you this already.
Oh, that's right. It was on the first episode. We had the It is just total auditory abomination hearing it, you know? So annoying.
Oh my god. Releasing goo. Hi, I am 27 of age. I am talking to my girlfriend with any topic, realizing goo every time. I research somewhere, I guess, as I get answers, it's not any issue. But problem is, after realizing it, I am feeling very weak, joint and back pain, etc. So it's normal or an issue. This guy is realizing goo. This guy is fucking gooing every time, and he's very concerned about it.
Is he fucking coming, or what's he's gooing?
Well, Dr. Nano says, don't worry, mild leakage can happen. Sometimes it just leaks, buddy. Don't worry about it. It says he's got the hot syndrome. So your gooage is the hot syndrome. 100% everything, so.
Oh no.
Okay. How about gentile warts? I have gentile warts. I have gentile warts. And I have gentile warts in vagina area, and bumps are coming in diff place day by day, and something it's itching alert is if possible. If I want to remove this wart, I can do it after 3 months. And can I get anything to stop itching and spread of warts? Dr. Dinesh Varma says, consult.
Thanks, Doc.
At least one guy says it's probably HPV. Okay. Well, this guy, he says, kindly connect for his detail evaluation. I gotta see the gentile warts are.
Delay spray?
Delay spray. Can I use delay spray or cream when trying to conceive, or is there any other option of delay spray?
I I don't know what that is. Maybe I'm just ignorant. I don't know.
Pimple like small bum on vulva. I have developed this small pimple like bump, which is not pus filled on my vulva near my clitoris. It is an infection or cause of concern. Should I see a doctor for
Oh no, man.
this? Let's try erectile dysfunction here. I need
Oh, you love this.
temporary results. This guy's 27 and he's already got ED. This dude made it to Canada. He opened up the OnlyFans app. It's over.
Before it ever began.
I need temporary results on erectile dysfunction. Please help in advising if Qtub X tablets or Dasutra tablets works and for this and how much dosage I should take. Please also advise their medications for this. I have been prescribed these medications by doctor. What the fuck are you on the internet asking questions for then? You went to a doctor. You went to the Canadian healthcare system. They didn't tell him to kill himself. Gave him a prescription. And he's still like, what do I do? Read the instructions on your fucking script, bro. Okay.
All right.
Oh, dude.
Well,
sell my spam. I donate my spam.
My spam, son.
I thought I am sell my spam to spam center.
Shit, buddy.
So please accept it. I sell my spam. He's like, he's like begging them, please, son.
Please,
pay
son.
me for spam.
Oh man. This is crazy. How did you find this?
This is from the Kiwi Farms, the India Minister. If you are a big fan of this kind of content, the India Minister on the Kiwi Farms is a big hub of such content. There are many websites like this that are funny. Pain relief oil drink. Okay, I have to next really funny one. I'll cut it there, but let's go. My uncle unknowingly drank Maharaya Tylum pain relief oil, 3 milliliters. Is there any issue? Could you please suggest? He drank 3 milliliters of an ointment and is like, is he gonna die? Okay,
I don't know. Call fucking poison control, buddy. Like, I don't know. Shit.
I got
periods. Well, that's a positive, isn't it? Like.
I got 3 cycles, lasted 5 days each cycle with PMS of periods already after I pill. Is there any chance of pregnancy after 3 cycles of periods? I love this response. I was about to say, no. And then, we got Shine Light High Bond Light here. No. No. That's not how it works, lady. Okay, last one. This better be good.
Husband sucks my milk all night. Did you see that one?
Husband sucks my milk all night. Husband sucks my milk all night, and my breasts are growing bigger in size. Feels so feeling all night.
No,
Dr. Prakash L says, take consultation, both of you.
Go. Get some help, sir. This is not right. This is messed up what you are doing. Stop it. Oh, that's wild. That's going to be a tough one to top. These people are crazy.
I should probably do a couple more because I wasn't screen recording the fucking website like a retard.
Are you fucking kidding, buddy?
I don't have.
Oh my god, you're not the Worski OBS.
This one here, okay. Pus coming from urine. Hi, white pus coming from urine. Report attached. These guys attach like medical documents about his urine for these random internet strangers. It's for 4 days. I'm facing this problem. I just realized this guy, Dr. Amen, who replies to everyone, it can be cured permanently with homeopathic treatment. I don't think that this is a legal statement to even make in the United States.
No, you can't say that shit. I don't think you can say that here either. I think it's even stricter here. Like, that's wild.
Regarding gel? Oh my god. He's trying to say regarding gel, can anyone suggest me Sprem Thinly gel? We are planning to conceive the baby, so I need gel used as a lubricant for men. Please suggest me. Okay,
is he asking for lube?
Yeah, I guess he's trying to slip inside those bad boys in faster.
You can't fucking just go to the pharmacy and get it? Like, what the fuck?
I guess he's afraid that regular water-based lubricant will like kill the sperm, but I don't think so.
No.
Advice needed. Wait, hold up. Oh god. Advice needed. I went to the barber shop while cutting my ear hair with ear trimmer. It got cut and blood came. Am I at risk for HIV? Please advice. And this guy, Shakar Trifle says, we have homeopathic medications for your problem.
What's going on with this homeo? This guy's like a scammer. This guy's like shilling his goods to desperate, ignorant people on this site. Like, what is going on?
Thoroughly rinse the impacted area with clean cow. Make sure it is clean cow urine, sir. It is holy and sacred, and it will cure your HIV. Let's see. Tornitas? Oh my god.
Wet dreams?
Hi, meatus. Hi, my meatus is torn. Hole size is increased. No pain, no swelling.
What does this mean?
Will that skin grow back? Okay, I have to look up what a meatus is.
Did he? Yeah, I was like, did you know? I'm like, I don't fucking know. A meatus is it part of your cock?
The tubular opening of the part of the body, was it his pee hole? Yeah, the urinary meatus. He tore his pee hole open.
How did you rip your fucking pee hole? Was he passing a kidney stone or?
He was sounding. Dr. K. Supriya has nothing to say.
Grimy.
She has nothing to say. She has no advice whatsoever. Okay, what was the wet dreams? Okay, this better be good. What is the frequency of nightfall that we can consider it as normal and when we should consult to a urologist? So nightfall, I guess, is what they call it in Sanskrit, is like the name of it. Okay.
We can't let this happen. We have to stop Vivek. I'm not going to call it a nightfall. That's crazy.
Oh, this
is
disgusting.
How do you even come to such a conclusion? What do we got here?
Hold up. This one right here.
HIV via dried blood on cotton?
Extreme white discharge. What are the reasons for extreme white discharge? Sometimes cheese-like consistency. Please suggest some antibiotic to reduce it. As if you're going to go to the store and just pick up some antibiotics over the counter.
You can't.
They got some homeopathic solutions if you want.
Is he there again with this? No, he's not.
No.
That's crazy, that guy, man. Like, I can't even believe that that's legal to do. Like, under his, like, real name?
Yeah, I imagine he's based in India or something.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. Probably should cut it there before we get to 4 hours.
Oh, really? We went that long, eh?
It's been 3 hours, 45 minutes.
The time flies by with you, buddy.
I know.
I know.
Right around now, the Amazon warehouse lackey is like wrapping up, taking off his vest. So he's like, mission accomplished. The podcast got me through another day of waging in the cage. The cage is opening for me. I'm free to roam about the warehouse. It's a glorious day.
Well, let us know if you guys want to keep seeing these. I don't know if it was the best show ever, the worst show ever. I don't really know.
I got very positive feedback from the last one. I don't know if you're not on Locals, but they can reply on Locals and stuff. And the replies on there was a lot. They all liked it.
Good. That's exciting. We gotta help. You gotta raise the price though. Now that I'm here, these $5, like, come on, guys. Like, did you set it so they can pay more?
You can pay whatever you want.
They need to pay more, guys. Up it to at least $20 now that we have this premium content, the premium gourmet content, guys.
Come on. Okay, one last thing before we go. Have you ever seen my cheese reviews?
So I hear that you struggle with cheese. That you have.
Listen up. Listen here, okay?
Listen. You're doing the cheese boards, buddy? I do this too.
This is a picture of a cheese board that was taken in my house, okay? How do you feel about these pictures of
You know what?
high-quality cheese boards?
I might start taking pictures of my cheese board to compete with your cheese board, buddy.
I think that you will struggle to even come to a fraction of the quality of my cheese boards.
Well, you have to rely on shafty American cheese, buddy. But you're not going to catch me putting fruit on my cheese board, pal.
It's for aesthetics. There's a kiwi on it, goddammit.
I'm going to put deli meats on mine, buddy. Fucking prosciutto and shit. So
True.
good.
Deli meat, but
My
it would
big
clash with
tradition-
the aesthetic vision of this board.
I do it for Christmas and New Year's. I do cheese board. I enjoy that.
Okay, I want to see your fucking cheese
I call
board. If
it
you
the
think you can do
cheese
better.
fag. The cheese fag, buddy. You
Cheese
go to the
fag?
faggoty cheese stores and you get your faggoty cheese emporium.
I am subscribed to a monthly cheese box, and they send me the finest cheeses, and that's what is the basis of my cheese
The
spreads.
finest artisan cheeses, buddy. I've got the Quebec cheese, buddy.
Fuck your Quebec
You know,
cheese.
The Quebec cheese, it's just like European cheese, buddy.
Oh, I bet,
It's
buddy.
great. Yeah, it's so good. I get
Okay.
the goat cheese. You know what I like? I like the raspberry goat cheese. You ever get that?
You can't look when you're adding in shit like raspberry. You're just fucking cheating at that point. It has to be high quality cheese.
Stop. The
You're
goat
fucking-
cheese is so you spread the goat cheese on the crackers, man.
Yeah, and then you put
Oh
the
my
jam on
God.
it. But if it's already
Yeah,
inside
you
the cheese,
yeah.
you're fucking cheating.
No, but that one you don't need. That one you don't need it though.
It's
You
like
don't
eating.
need the
It's like going
various,
to the
like,
store
fancy at
and
my
buying.
apricot. Yeah.
No. It's like going to the store and buying that like Schmucker shit that has like the half peanut butter, half jam, and then like, look, I'm making a wonderful.
The goober?
Yeah, the goober. And then you're like, oh, I
never
made
had
a
that
wonderful
in my
sandwich.
life. I don't even think we have goober in Canada. Do we have it here?
I'm just
I don't
saying that
even
you
think
can't
we
do that
do.
and then say that you're like a peanut butter connoisseur. Like, no, you're just getting the fucking goober, okay? You're getting the goober peanut butter.
I guess we do have goober now. Fuck, I didn't know.
Try it. That was
Okay.
my favorite poverty food when I was a teenager. I would make myself some goober.
I could have guessed. I could have now you're this fancy patrician king with your mighty cheese platter. Look at this. Is this AI? Did you really fucking create this?
This is real, and it was taken with my high quality business expense camera. Okay.
You business expensed a DSLR camera even though you don't show your face online?
Yes, because I take cheese. This segment is
Right.
called the tax
And-
write-off segment, and this justifies it.
Well, I'm gonna write off my gambling losses this year, buddy.
That would be harder to justify unless you stream it.
Nobody.
You better fucking stream it, bud.
I'm going to. We're going to start it together. Once steak becomes legal in Canada, there's no stopping me then. It's going to be full on degeneracy clown hours. And we're going to, next season, I'm going to get you into fantasy football. We're going to build you your fantasy team. You're going to be a real normie, buddy.
I don't think so. I think you're going to be
You don't
trying to
think
put
so?
together this cheese board,
Oh,
and you're going to be
listen.
struggling with it.
Choose which major sport would you go with, Josh? You going hockey, basketball, football?
Hockey is like the least gay of the sports, I think.
Yes, it is, and it's like majority white. It's like an ethno state out there. But then, like, they're just like they sneak in like a couple black players now. There's a couple Asian players in the league. There's like even an Indian guy now. I'm like, what
On the
fuck
ice?
am I?
Ah.
I swear, I saw an Indian guy playing at a local game. I'm like, the hell is going on? What the fuck is
You better
this?
be careful. They're going to take it over like how they took over cricket.
Cricket, the only reason they can dominate that is because no one else gives a shit about it other than cucked Australians. It's like not that hard to beat Australia. There's someone's like, hey, fuck you, cunt! You fucking piece of shit, you fucking scoundrel! All right.
Okay. Well, I would love to see your cheese board. You will not top this one. I promise you.
I'm not going to be able to top your cheese board.
You're gonna be
eh?
sitting over there sweating, thinking, "How the fuck did he do it?" It was so
fuck,
like the
buddy.
business card scene in American Psycho. It was like, God, it's so tasteful.
Now
the color consistency.
He's cheese board, buddy. Fucking Worthy's cheese board. Where's Medicare's cheese board? He's not going to be able to put one together like that.
His
Fuck.
wife's Asian. She ain't making no fucking cheese board.
They don't have cheese in China, dude.
It'll
Do
be
they?
like American
They're all
craft
like-
singles because they don't have
They're
any
all
lactose.
lactose intolerant. Yeah, exactly. They're all lactose intolerant over there. This is why it's the true white man's cuisine.
You finally,
cheese
you
bag.
finally understand me. You understand my interest.
You're the cheese to my ham, buddy. Or that's what wrong. You're the cheese to my ham, bitch.
The most romantic thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Truly.
Oh,
now you
God.
understand how he pulls all
Are
those
we
funky
ever-
girls.
Are we ever beating the allegations out here in this fucking suckfest land?
I don't know what.
Probably
Hey,
not.
I don't know what you're saying. What people say about me. I don't hear nothing. Okay.
Well, I have allegations, I guess. He's gay. Co-host dresses like a woman.
You make
It's
one.
weird.
You make one fucking cheese board, and suddenly you're gay. See how it is.
You show your asshole one time online, and it's hairless and pink and pristine. And suddenly, everyone thinks you're a fucking gay bottom. I don't know why. It's just natural hairless and pink. 'Cause I have no facial hair, any hair of any kind on my body. Fuck, I don't know.